on him.
That's too easy. It's too easy of a call.
Well, you know how we've seen it all year long. You let that forearm get involved in somebody falling down.
Yep. He used that shoulder. And Jace had even given him a little bit of room where he had to kind of lean in.
That was, you can see that arm as it made contact with him. Meet the basketball. You got to meet it here.
Yep. Wilcher is in. And he gets the inbound and gives back to Zurich Phelps. Phelps. Jump pass, Manny across the timeline, in front of the Aggie bench. And he is fouled. The reach-in foul by Colvin. And it's a 1-and-1.
Well, that's just where it comes down to the free throw line, and the rest of the way, we know that 41 seconds left, but they've gone early to do this.
Yeah, they have.
They did.
Yep, 41.7. It's a 1-and-1. Jace will come back in for the Aggies.
Buzz is going to get the defenders that he wants in right now.
41.7 left, 64-58. Huge free throws for Manny Obaseki. 70% this season. Front end of the 1-and-1 for Manny Obaseki, who is scoreless today. The left-hander. Switched it.
Ice.
I see you praying over there, partner.
I'm just focused. I could be a little prayers going on.
65-58 with 41.7 left. Aggies up 7, and Manny gets another one. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking.
I'm not saying anything.
I know you're not. Second.
Like his free throw routine.
That is not what you were thinking. 66-58. Kaufman-Wren. Lawyer has not scored in this second half. Jump into the left corner. C.J. Cox. Up top. Tap. Colvin in the left corner. Cox. A flyby by A&M's Zurich Phelps, and he hits the corner three, his second three. He's got 10 points. 66-61 with 29 seconds left. And this crowd was getting restless. You know what it reminded me of? Hockey, when they tell you to shoot. But the Aggies weren't making it easy on any of those passes.
Any one of those shots, if it would have been blocked or just been a forced shot, smart play for him, ball fake, and then get the open look. Wade's not coming in. I mean, he's walking around on the sidelines, but it's going to be handled with who's in the ball game on that last offensive possession. And you're going to have to they're going to foul immediately. Yep. So free throws are going to be huge here with 29 seconds left.
Again, doing this without 4. St. Joseph Health injury report. About a minute and a half remaining. He and C.J. Cox with 4 bringing the ball into the front court. 66-61 A&M. Purdue uses its final timeout to stop the clock with 29 seconds left.
All right, so trigger man. Wade usually does that in the clutch situations down there. I think Zurich inbounded it
this last time.
He can run the baseline because it was a made field goal. They do like a spread the floor thing. You'll have somebody the length of the floor back, and then somebody in the middle of the court, and 2 mid-court guys. And
now the next foul is number 10. It's 2 free throws, not a 1-and-1. So that's where that offensive foul really hurts.
You're going to break. You're going to flash somebody hard from mid-court. You're going to have a cleared middle of the floor to be able to work one-on-one to get open. They're probably going to put pressure on the ball. You got Anderson and probably Solo as your bailout guys breaking up from midcourt.
So, John, when you say meet the basketball, you've got to step to it, right? To make sure you receive it?
Hey, it's just like a receiver in football. You get your body between you and the defender. You extend to catch it, but you use your body as best you can and make sure, don't anticipate a foul being called. You play through everything.
So Phelps, inbounder, Wilcher, Washington, Obaseki, and Garcia, and Manny and Anderson, opposite sides of midcourt.
If you inbound to Manny, he's got Smith guarding him. He's going to have to foul right away. It'll be his 4th foul.
29 seconds left. There's no more shot clock. 66-61 A&M. Phelps underneath the basket, gets it in. C.J. Wilcher in front of the bench. Deflected. Phelps loose. Manny fouled. Kaufman-Wren, and I believe he's fouled out.
How about that?
Nope, number 4.
Meeting the ball, though. Yeah. I mean, you have to do it.
2 free throws now.
Yeah, 20. That's huge, too. And now
25.3 remaining. 66-61 A&M.
You got all kinds of things to consider. Find your man. You got 2 people back. No fouls whatsoever.
Right,
anyway.
Right. Although the Aggies at 5 team fouls. Manny miss. 2 of 3 from the line, 66-61. Lawyer comes back in. Heidi leaves. 25.3. Jace Carter to the table. Manny steps to the line. 66-61 A&M. And Obaski, the left-hander, makes it 67-61, 25.3. Carter for Wilcher. Carter up top, then Phelps and Obaseki, then Washington and Garcia. The inbound to Braden Smith. Braden Smith across the timeline, 20 seconds left, and he's fouled by Carter. That's the foul to give, if you will. That's number 6 on A&M. It stops the clock with 21.1.
They have no timeouts, so they can't set something up. They're going to run something that they do in practice.
To the right of their bench, the inbound, Braden Smith. Smith offset right side, into the right baseline. Lawyer inside, Kaufman-Wren. That's a 2, the baby hook. The inbound to Obaseki, and he is fouled with 14 seconds left. It's 67-63 A&M. Kaufman-Wren now in double figures with 11. But those 11 points have come on 8 shots, 3 field goals, 5 free throws.
So Anderson got in, in that disarray on making them shoot a 2, get it in and get out of bounds and get it in before they have a chance to set their defense. So now just got to make free throws.
14 seconds left. 2 more free throws for Manny Obaseki with the Aggies in the double bonus. 67-63 A&M. Manny's first. Bottom, 68-63. 14 seconds left. Aggies by 5, 68-63.
Make another one here so you get in the 1-2-2.
Right.
No fouls.
Couple of dribbles, left-hander in the air. 5 of 6 from the line in the clutch. 69-63. 10 seconds left. Braden Smith into the front court. On the left side, Colvin for 3. Hits with 7.7 left. 69-66. The inbound to Solo, and he is fouled with 6.9 left. Feel like Sunday all over again?
It is exactly. We knew that. We said that as a comparison. Texas Tech was an outstanding three-point shooting team. Late, made big threes to stay in it. Purdue doing the same thing.
Solo has not scored today. 2 free throws for him. And it was Solo who went 2 for 2 from the line against Texas Tech in that second half. All 8 of his points came in the second half. 69-66 A&M. 2 free throws for Solomon Washington. He is a right-hander. 3 dribbles, a spin, the free throw. Bounces in.
That was huge. You got to have that one. Now 6.9. You want to slow him down as much as you can, but nothing anywhere close to fouling a three-point shooter.
Solo makes the first. 70-66 A&M. 6.9 to play. In the air. Short. Garcia keeps alive to Braden Smith in front of the Aggie bench. 4, 3, 2. Lawyer, right side. No good, and the Aggies defeat Purdue 70-66.
What a finish.
What a win.
It's one of those kind of things as you grow through this season and you're playing opponents that we played in an environment kind of like this and overcome their great play and people making plays when you have to have them defensively as well as offensively, took them out of what they were trying to do late, did the same thing in Texas Tech, something you can file away.
They beat number 11 in their home state. I know it's not Mackey Arena, but here in Indianapolis, 70-66, number 11 goes down.
You'd have a hard time convincing me this wasn't a home court right now.
Anything but neutral.
That's it.
But that is now 9-2 Texas A&M through the first 11 games. And since that loss to Oregon, they've not dropped another game.
One thing I will say about this, the depth that we have and what we play with, it wears on people. The way we play anyway.
It's like waves.
That's it. It is. And then you think that, Lawyer and Smith had 18-plus minutes in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
They play this, basically the entire game. It wears on you the way we come at you.
Aggies 70, Purdue 66. And that is the final. A&M 9-2. It's It's an impressive victory for the Aggies.
Interviewing Wade, even though he's hurt, he still can get up and be interviewed by CBS.
That's exactly right. For Wade Taylor IV, 15 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. And the Aggies are 70-66 winners over the Purdue Boilermakers. Our St. Joseph Health post-game show is next. This is Aggie basketball from Learfield.
When an emergency happens, the right ER matters. And that ER is St. Joseph Health, the official healthcare provider of Texas A&M Athletics.
Apply. Coupons do not apply to toys. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Squad final, the game ahead of us as Texas A&M holds off the Purdue Boilermakers 70-66. Up next, the Badgers and the Butler Bulldogs. Time to get Charlie's keys to today's game. What do you got?
All right, I've got Butler. Because of their three-point prowess, they're shooting over 40%. They hit 10 a game. That's 30 points a game from the three. Wisconsin's got to get them in a different rhythm. So I think that's number one. Number two, dominate the offensive, defensive rebounds. I think with Wisconsin's size, they're very capable of being able to do that. And then our bigs. Winners, Crowell, whoever's going to play in those positions, those boys got to dominate the paint.
Yeah, that was it. You look back at Tuesday's game, and the final stats, it felt worse than what it was because Illinois got a flurry of offensive rebounds early in the game and then got the timely ones late.
Yes.
And then, the turnovers. Some teams, you're going to turn it over a little bit more than normal, but it's not acceptable, the amount of miscues that they had against Illinois.
And you could take from the two, they've had 3 in a row, but the two major, Michigan and the Illinois game specifically, they were averaging 5 to 6 more turnovers per game than they normally did, and those led to 6 points. And look at that spread. They lost by between 5 and 6 points every single game.
Yeah, those little things that aren't so little, and Badgers hoping to get that squared away here this afternoon as they take on the Butler Bulldogs. The game, again, just concluded, so we're another 25 minutes or so away from the opening tip-off here today between the Badgers and the Butler Bulldogs. Again, Texas A&M defeating the Boilermakers 70-66. We'll take a break. When we continue, we'll have our starting lineups presented by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Great multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry.
I can roller skate while walking my dog.
I can even order lunch while doing my homework. But I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said,
if it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Time for the UW Health Injury Update. UW Health Sports Medicine, treating the Badgers, treating you. Chris Hodge has been nursing a lower body injury the last few days. Everybody else up and running and good to go here today. For Butler, Augusto Casia expected to be out. He was hurt, did not look good, a right leg injury in the second half of their game against North Dakota State. And that is your UW Health Injury Update. Now to your starting lineups, brought to you by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation. Don't drop the ball, Badger fans. The Wisconsin DOT reminds you to drive sober. For Thad Matta, his fourth year, third in the second tour, if you will, as the head coach of the Butler Bulldogs. Actually coached team in Indianapolis, his alma mater, by the way, in the 2000-2001 season, a team that actually went into Madison and knocked off the Badgers. I don't know if you've conveniently forgotten about that or not. But
I tried to erase all memories.
Yes, I thought so,
things.
yes.
Yeah.
Obviously a terribly officiated game. Must have been. But obviously Matta with a great run at Ohio State. Well, you think of the battles between Matta's Buckeyes and Bo Ryan's Wisconsin Badgers, and those were some epic games with a whole lot of talent out there. Yeah, big time environments, both in Columbus and in Madison. But here's Mata's starting five here for today. Andre Screen, who started the first 2 games of the season, looks to be back in there today. A 7'1", 260-pound fifth-year senior out of Alexandria, Virginia. Played 3 years at Bucknell, and years 2 and 3 were good seasons for him in terms of scoring, averaging better than 11 points a game in each of those years. With the Bulldogs, this is his second season here with Butler. He is averaging 6 points, 6.2 rebounds, and he has blocked 11 shots. Had 15 in their win against Northwestern, part of the Arizona tip-off, and that was an event that Butler won, defeating the Wildcats as well as Mississippi State. Joining him in the starting lineup is Pierre Brooks, 6'6" senior out of Detroit, former Michigan State Spartan. Started 5 times for those team 2 seasons ago, averaged about 3.5 points per game in the 2022-23 season. He's averaging 15 a game this year, which was about what he handled last year with Butler. Brooks getting 5 rebounds a game, a 6'6", 240-pounder. He had 22 points and 9 rebounds in their game against Mississippi State. Brooks from Detroit, and he was a Mr. Basketball in the state of Michigan. Patrick McCaffrey, remember him? The former Iowa Hawkeyes, 6'9", senior from Iowa City, averaging 12.5 points, 4.5 rebounds a game. This a guy who for his career is about 34.5% from the three-point line. Well, he's 46% from distance so far this season, taking about 6 shots from beyond the arc per game. He has been a big-time addition for Thad Matta's group. Jamil Telfort is a 6'7", fifth-year senior out of Montreal, a transfer from Northeastern where he played 3 years. This is his second season at Butler. He averaged 14 a game last year, 17 points per contest this season, about 4 rebounds and 3 assists. And Finley Bizjack rounding out the starting 5, 6'4", sophomore at a Trophy Club, Texas, a Big East all-freshman team member a season ago. Been scuffling here in recent games. He's averaging 6.5 points, 3.7 rebounds, and 2.5 assists per game. For Greg Gard's Wisconsin Badgers, Coach Gard with 194 wins as the head man, his 10th season, his 9th full season as the head coach at Wisconsin. His starting 5 made up of Stephen Crowell, the 7-foot grad student out of Eagan, Minnesota, 7.5 points, 5 rebounds a game. Nolan Winter, 6'11" sophomore from Lakeville, Minnesota, 9.7 points, 5.5 rebounds per contest. John Tanjay, 6'5" grad student out of North Omaha, Nebraska, 11 points, 5 rebounds. John Blackwell, 6'4" sophomore out of Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, 14.7 points, 4.7 rebounds a game. And Max Klesman rounding out the starting 5, 6'4" senior out of Neenah, averaging 12 points and 3 assists per game, also has 16 steals. This will be the 32nd meeting all time between these two programs. Historically, the Badgers have the edge, 17-14, but it's been a minute since these programs have squared off. Butler actually has won the last 3 games, but the most recent matchup came in New Orleans in the Sweet 16 in 2011. It was uphill all night for Wisconsin. A night where the Badgers just did not shoot the ball well at all. Butler won that game 61-54 en route to a second straight trip to the national championship game. We mentioned Thad Matta, and Greg Gard talking about how long he has known the Butler coach. And they've been about winning no matter where he's been. He had that, we talked about the first time around the one season at Butler, a good run at Xavier before he gave way to Sean Miller when Matta took the Ohio State job. But Matta coached teams in 19 years as a head coach, average about 25 wins per season. So we talk about Coach Ryan and Coach Gard being the models of consistency, and that's the same thing with Thad Matta. And Charlie, you think about that, and you guys live this. When you're good for a while, you're a target. You're the main event wherever you play. And for the Badgers to be able to hold up as well as they have through the years, and Thad Matta's teams, he hasn't gotten it flipped the way he would want yet in his second go-round at Butler. But if you're going to make an assumption, I would assume that this team is going to be pretty good in relatively short order. We've seen glimpses of it this season with the wins against Northwestern and Mississippi State.
Yeah, I agree with you a lot. You can't sleep on a Thad Matta team, and you need usually about 5 seasons before you get that full flip, and NIL throws that all off, right? Because of the ability to transfer, and there's payments in that, right? Like, there's just so much as a layer. If this was maybe 10 years ago, I would have said, yeah, don't sleep on a Thad Matta 3 years in. But there's a lot of changes right now that all these coaches are dealing with. But, yeah, they're going to be a solid squad.
Yeah, it's an interesting, we talked about Patrick McCaffrey being on this team. Connor McCaffrey is an assistant coach, wrapping up his playing career, as Badger fans know, and his time at Iowa City. Also was a baseball player there for a time. And Jack McCaffrey, their younger brother, has signed a letter of intent. So the McCaffreys are they're not going away. They're going to be playing college basketball. They're going to be doing it in Indianapolis. Patrick obviously is doing it now with Connor on the staff and Jack McCaffrey coming in next year. And Pierre Brooks, the former Michigan State Spartan, Mitchie, had very modest stats. But sometimes you feel like, remember, Butler's a Big East team, so it's not a mid-major now. When they were that Cinderella team under Brad Stevens, the back-to-back Final Fours, very narrow loss to Duke in that first championship game. But that's the one thing that's going to be interesting, Charlie, to see. We always wonder in football, it's usually the same olds, right? Hoisting up the trophies. Well, in basketball, you see a Butler, you see a George Mason, you see VCU, what Shaka Smart did there, more than 10 years ago. Wichita State, and now the NIL world. Does that continue? Does it increase? We saw San Diego State playing for it a couple of years ago. That's going to be fascinating to see. The Blue Bloods, you figure, have got the biggest bank, but I don't know. It's going to be because college basketball has been ahead of the curve when it comes to some parity in the game.
Yeah, I thought it was going to go more the blue blood style, where you saw more money in the bigger programs when we first saw the transfer portal NIL, but I don't think it's actually doing that. My perspective is that it's evening it out. Mm-hmm. They're able to put some money into these teams where they probably wouldn't have had it, and I think big boosters, companies, whoever it is, they're stepping up and saying, hey, we want to be good too.
Yeah. And in basketball, it is, football, it's a severe challenge. Basketball, you get one or two difference makers, and
changes the whole thing.
Changes everything. All right, you got the Badgers and the Butler Bulldogs still the better part of 15 minutes or so away from the opening tip. And when it happens, it'll be presented, as always, by the great folks at Odyssey Brands. We're back in a couple of minutes. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with Hank and Sam from the Ford crew. Today, a new shipment of inventory.
Hank, what's going on?
Another hauler full of new Ford trucks and SUVs, Sam.
So much SUV capability. Is that?
Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 47 years. And a big selection means...
big savings?
Yep, which means...
it's the best time to buy?
Well done, Sam. And time for America to get holiday ready with Ford.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY Industry reported total sales.
Hi, Mark and Sarah Tauscher here. We are teaming up with American Family Insurance for yet another season of giving.
Together, we're raising funds for American Family Children's Hospital Virtual Toy Drive. Every dollar goes towards purchasing therapeutic play supplies for pediatric patients.
This year, American Family Insurance is matching all donations up to $50,000. So help us support this critical program for children and their families.
Let's gift joy, lift spirits, and deliver happiness.
Learn more at amfamforkids.org.
We believe in education. We believe in public schools. At WEA Member Benefits, we believe in helping Wisconsin public school employees and their families achieve their financial goals by providing personal insurance, retirement and investment, and financial planning programs that are designed specifically for the education community. WEAbenefits.com. That's WEAbenefits.com. WEA Member Benefits is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison, home of the Big Win and Madison Casino Guru, is transforming guests into winners. Making an ordinary day into a big win day is easy with a 95% average payout. And with over 140 daily jackpots, the number of people winning has never been bigger. So what are you waiting for? Escape to Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison for your next big win.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison. I'm Sawyer. And I'm Shannon. Together, we're Twin Stunts, the only twin motorcycle freestyle show in the world. We are born and raised in Wisconsin, so we want all our fellow cheeseheads to know that even though we clutch it up, hit 12, and drift in our show, we would never do it on the open road. And there's another thing we would never do on the road. Drive drunk. Drive sober. Or get pulled over. Together, we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. Wisconsin DOT.
The big game. Family. Friends. We know you count on Alliant Energy to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need, whether you're watching the game, cooking your famous burgers, or leaving a light on for loved ones. For us, it means going beyond the expected to make sure we're planning for the energy you need today and tomorrow. That way you can keep your eye on the ball and focus on what's most important to you. Find out more at alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond.
On the Badger Sports Network from Learfield, Badger basketball is on the air.
When you think of Wisconsin basketball, you think about discipline.
Now to Max for three in the lead. He hit it from right of the circle. Max Klesmit.
You think about being fundamentally sound.
Rebound. Blackwell just took it away from Reese. Blowing the left, lifted in off the glass.
You think about playing with a level of toughness.
Oh, nice pass from Blackwell into Crowell for the dunk.
Every day there's another step.
And the Wisconsin Badgers knock off third-ranked Marquette as they storm the floor at the Kohl Center in Madison.
On Wisconsin. Badger basketball is brought to you by Fabic Cat, your cat equipment dealer throughout Badgerland. Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison and Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, proud casino partners of Wisconsin Athletics. And by Menards. Save big money at Menards, proud partner of Badger basketball. Tip-off is just moments away. Let's go courtside. Here's the voice of the Badgers, Matt LePay.
Going to be several moments away. First game, as often happens in these doubleheaders, ran a little bit long with Texas A&M defeating the Purdue Boilermakers 70-66. Still about 10 or so minutes away from the opening tip here today, the second game of the doubleheader. And with that, alongside Charlie Wills, our engineer Dave McCann, and Aisha Jackson back in our network studio, this is Matt LePay. We welcome you to Wisconsin basketball as the Badgers on the road, technically a neutral site game, but Butler University located in the city of Indianapolis. But we are at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, the home of the Indiana Pacers, as the Badgers take on the Butler Bulldogs. Thad Matta's team out of the Big East Conference, 7-3 coming into today's game. They've lost their last two outings to Houston, and then earlier this week at Hinkle Fieldhouse against North Dakota State. The Badgers trying to stop what has been a three-game slide. Either-or game went the wrong way against Michigan. Marquette with a big second half, pulling away to a 14-point win last Saturday in Milwaukee. And then on Tuesday night in Champaign, 86-80, as Illinois making its free throws down the stretch, knocking off Wisconsin. And Charlie, it's just, I think Badger fans are trying to come to grips with, you score 74, you lose by double digits, you score 80, and those are numbers that almost automatically are wins. And in this new era of college basketball, that's and also Badgers trying to shore up their defense. Can't ignore that. But 80 points doesn't guarantee wins right now for this team.
Not right now, especially not when you don't stop the simple stuff that we talked about. They seem small, but if they're not dominating the glass, if they have turnovers and those are leading to instant points for the other team, which seems to be the case right now. So it's small stuff, but it's big when it comes to the end of the game. So defensively, I really hope today we get to see them be a little bit more aggressive on the defensive end and dominate that inside, dominate the glass, because I think that's the change for them. When they won at the Greenbrier tournament, they dominated the inside play. They dominated the defensive end, and they stuck to being that 6, 7, 8 turnover team. When they have that combo and they're scoring 80, sure, that's a W for Wisconsin. But when you're mixing in and you're not stopping people and giving up that glass, that's when you're going to lose.
Yeah, that's where they certainly struggled in that area against Illinois early in the game, and then at crunch time. And as can happen when you're not playing great too, you get into close games. Wisconsin is still, as we start this weekend, the second best free throw shooting team in the nation. Going into Tuesday's game, it was number 1, but was only 14 of 21 at the foul line. They left some meat on the bone of that game in Illinois, which is not a bad free throw shooting team, but certainly not the caliber of Wisconsin. Just wasn't missing. And those are the kind of things that happen. Now, for the Badgers, we've seen Max Klesmit start to come out of that shooting doldrum that he was in for a time. You hit the 6 threes against Marquette and then knocked down a couple on Tuesday night against Illinois. Now they're trying to figure out how to get Steven Crow going. Now, sometimes it could be having him on the bench, as Greg Gard has stated publicly. But a guy like him, with the body of work that would suggest he is much better than what we have seen so far this season, maybe today is the day that he starts having some good things happen and he can build from there. It's interesting, Greg Gard talking about Ricardo Greppi getting better and better. Not ready to definitely say he can play today, but you get the feeling he's not too far away.
I feel like he's closer than we may think, getting some court time. And everybody is going to have a different way to get somebody turned around, like a Crowell. For a guy like that, it may be sitting down and having a little bit of time to watch. So,
yeah, to sit down and watch and just be able to regroup, get yourself recalibrated, get back out there. The thing about Stevie that's impressive is he's been getting some tough love, from Coach Gard, but he's a mature kid. He knows how to handle it and knows what he has to do to get better. And in some of these games they played lineups that have been smaller, and that could be a pretty tough challenge for a 7-footer. But that hasn't always been the case. So we'll see today if he can kind of get things back in order.
Yeah, he's just in a rut. That's all it is. And sometimes taking a break gets you the ability to see the pace of the play and see where you can fit in and make the biggest difference. And it's not a punishment. That's where people are like, oh, if he sits, he's on the bench and he's in the doghouse. No. Sitting gives you the opportunity to take it in and say, okay, where does my team need me? Because it might be different than it was last year.
In the meantime, Nolan Winter, his second half was really impressive, and he continues. Now, he knows he needs to continue to get stronger, but he's better now than he was a year ago in terms of his strength. And you're seeing, the arsenal that he has. I mean, he can hurt you in different ways, and that's been an encouraging sign here, particularly on Tuesday night in the second half.
Yeah, he's not your traditional post. He does a lot more face up. He can move a lot more fluidly. So I love seeing his development. But without a guy that's got some dominance, whether it's a Crowell, whoever's going to take that over, Winters, I think, to play really well and I think dominate the way he can, he needs that guy on the court.
We were talking yesterday, Charlie, and someone, Greg Gard, he mentioned it after the game Tuesday and in our radio show a few days ago. He's putting it on himself to get more minutes for Jack Janicki, the young man out of White Bear Lake, Minnesota. A guy who had a lot of offers in PWO at Wisconsin, but someone who, as Greg says, is more athletic than people think, and he has a very high basketball IQ, and there's a trust. I mean, as a player, there's just something that a lot of fans might not see. A lot in media, maybe it doesn't catch their eye, but players know this guy is where he is supposed to be at both ends of the floor, far more often than not for someone whose career is just starting at this level.
Yeah, the more play he gets, the more experience in the Big Ten, I think he's going to shake people up, and they just don't understand he's got that extra bounce, that extra step, and he's just fluid. He's playing at the right pace. Sometimes when you come in and you don't look like you got a lot of time, you play too fast. He doesn't have that. He doesn't overplay that position.
I thought the Arizona game was a kind of a hey, look at me moment.
Absolutely.
In the best kind of way, because he had no hesitation in that game, knocking down some shots in a spotlight game. I was talking with Jack earlier this week, and I asked him what it was like for that first time getting out on the floor. He was a redshirt last year, and you go through the scout team work and so on and so forth. And he said, yeah, it really had been like a year and a half since I had been at a competitive game. But, he just shows no fear. There's no hesitation. That's really impressive for someone who's in the bright lights for the first time at the college level. It says something about his maturity for a guy who's a redshirt freshman.
Yeah, absolutely. It's quite the shock. I mean, I do remember when it was for me the same thing. I think it was my first game out was Marquette, coming off as a freshman, and you want to talk about the pace of the game felt like it was blowing me by. So that's what is really impressive about watching a Janicki on the floor is you're right. He has that calm maturity that he's able to keep with the pace, and also knows his game well enough to not have fear.
We'll check out some other scores going on as we approach tip time here in Indianapolis. Out of the top 25, Auburn continues to put it to Ohio State. About 7 minutes left in that game with the Tigers leading the Buckeyes 74-37. The annual crosstown shootout in Cincinnati. That is a fierce rivalry through the years. The Cincinnati Bearcats and the Xavier Musketeers are late in the first half in that game, with the Bearcats leading Xavier, or make that game tied, I should say, 28-28. In overtime, it was Memphis going on the road and taking down number 16 Clemson, 87-82. Again, earlier today in Indy, it was number 17 Texas A&M knocking off the Purdue Boilermakers, 70-66. Other games ahead in the top 25. You got number 24 UCLA playing Arizona. 10th ranked Kansas will square off with North Carolina State. Number 9 Florida faces Arizona State. Number 19 Ole Miss will take on Southern Miss. Annual rivalry game in the Commonwealth as number 5 Kentucky will have the home floor against the Louisville Cardinals and Chucky Hepburn. A 4:30 tip in Champaign as Illinois will host top-ranked Tennessee. And Mississippi State 8-1. The one loss was to Thad Matta's Butler Bulldogs. They'll take on McNeese. And then a fun game tonight in Dayton as the 8-2 Dayton Flyers will host number 6 ranked Marquette. Marquette 9-1. The only setback being last week in Ames against the Iowa State Cyclones. So this is a huge day in December for college basketball. A great showcase for the sport that I know a lot of folks tend to watch casually until the Super Bowl, but you're missing stuff, as Brian Butch would say. Some of these early games, they're a lot of fun to watch, and hopefully we got a fun one here today as Wisconsin gets ready to face off against the Butler Bulldogs.
It's very exciting. And Butchie's right. I don't say that often, but
yeah, I know. Doesn't it hurt?
It does. It does. It's a little painful.
Yeah, that's his line. He's college basketball always delivers. You just got to pay attention. If he said it once, he said it a million times. So, Butchie doing the television today, by the way. So, someone took care of getting his tie squared away, and we did check if there was a clip on. I don't think it was.
I don't know. I really feel like it was.
Yeah, it
was too neatly tied.
It might have been. Yeah. Working with Dave Revson down there, and Charlie with us today. And Charlie, you'll be with us a week from tomorrow also.
Absolutely.
As the Badgers take on Detroit Mercy. By the way, a team coached by Mark Montgomery. The former Michigan State Spartan, had a run as a head coach at Northern Illinois, been a big member of Tom Izzo's coaching staff in East Lansing for a number of years, now getting another opportunity as a head coach with the Titans of Detroit Mercy. So we're about ready for the introduction of the starting lineups. The Badgers and the Butler Bulldogs. Again, Butler 7-3. Coming into this game, Wisconsin 8-3, and of course they have to sit on those first 2 Big Ten games, which did not go their way. They'll get back to it on January 3rd in Madison against the Iowa Hawkeyes. Iowa, by the way, falling a couple of nights ago to Iowa State. Last night in the Big Ten, Nebraska pulled away, defeating Indiana 85-68. The Huskers, they can score it now. Connor Essegian doing his part. Some games he started, other games off the bench. But Fred Hoiberg has a little firepower there, doesn't he?
He does. Not only offensive firepower, but, man, the defense. They were suffocating against Indiana. We were watching that game just after we had some dinner last night, and it was just like, whoo. Nebraska just put it on.
And it's not what you think of when you think of Nebraska, their defense. But, no, that's they have, rather quietly, they're getting something going there. They're still trying to get that Big Ten or that NCAA tournament win. The Badgers will not make a trip to Lincoln this year. The Huskers will come to the Kohl Center. It's a great environment down there, but of road trips to miss, it's probably not a bad one. Wisconsin has not had the greatest luck there over the last couple of trips, and including last year with a big lead evaporated en route to an overtime loss. So about ready for the player introductions here. We'll see how many of those Purdue Boilermaker fans are going to hang around for Game 2. This place was pretty close to full for Game 1. But it looks like, looking around, there will be some empty chairs. But a lot of these Purdue folks, basketball, Charlie, as you know full well, is kind of a big deal in this state. So I think a lot of them are going to be hanging around.
Oh, yeah. They're getting a beer right now. They're coming back for a good second game.
And I would say, Purdue is one of those teams, like, you have rivals, and you have, in sports, there are teams you just flat out don't like. I mean, I've said this for a while. Purdue is probably my second favorite Big Ten team. I think so many people, if you didn't have a dog in the fight otherwise, you're really happy for Matt Painter's Boilermakers to get to the Final Four. It was they were trying to pull off what Virginia did. 1 year with Tony Bennett losing to the number 16 seed, the next year winning a national championship. Well, 2 years ago, Purdue got knocked out by a 16, and then just ran into UConn, which has won back-to-back national championships with absolutely no drama in those tournament wins.
Absolutely.
I mean, that to me is winning it back-to-back is hard enough. To win it back-to-back and really not have to sweat it out in the closing minutes of games, that is awfully impressive in this day and age. So the Badgers have been introduced. Again, the Butler Bulldogs, they do have a tweak in their starting lineup with Andre Screen getting back in there. We mentioned he started the first 2 games of the season and then gave way to Augusto Cassia, who's a 6'8 sophomore from Brazil. But he was hurt late in the game against North Dakota State, a right leg injury, and it did not look great. So he is out, and getting back into the lineup is Screen. Also a transfer from Maryland, Jamie Kaiser, still working his way back. Had some ankle surgery in recent weeks, and they're trying to get him back up and running and ready to go. He had started 5 times for the Terps, and he's a sophomore out of Burke, Virginia. So Mata, like many, has gone into the transfer portal and like most programs, just trying new pieces to fit together.
He's done a nice job with that. That's such an art. We were talking about it's like the old baseball Moneyball, where you just had to figure out what guys statistically fit from that standpoint, and then how were they going to fit from a culture standpoint, right? And these coaches and coaching staffs are having to play a brand new game of that, and it's fascinating to see the mid-majors, the lower Division I teams that are in there, and then you're picking, hey, that guy, and that's why Butchie was saying, don't sleep on watching these games because you never know who might wear a Badger jersey, right?
No, you're exactly right, and that's the one thing in recruiting now, even at the high school level. If someone gets away, don't burn the bridge, because you never know. It could circle right back to you. Before this game tips, let's first pause 10 seconds for station identification. 10 for an ID. This is Badger basketball from Learfield. Lineups introduced, and we are about set to go. The Badgers will be in the traveling Cardinal jerseys and the white trim. The Butler Bulldogs in the home white and the blue trim. They got the live mascot here, by the way, too. I don't know if you noticed that. So
that's so cool.
Yeah. The Bulldog behaving himself as they escort him to wherever it is they're going to escort him to. So we're about set to go.
A nice couch.
You guys practiced at Hinkle Fieldhouse before the Final Four, right? 2000, yep.
We did.
I remember my first year here, I was with the Wisconsin basketball team that played there. One of the great historic venues
such a
in all the country. Yeah, it is the home court for the Butler Bulldogs. So they're in their hometown, but they're at the home of the Indiana Pacers today, Gainbridge Fieldhouse. So Andre Screen and Stephen Crow ready to jump center. The Badgers and the Bulldogs. These programs meeting for the first time since the Sweet 16 in 2011. And Which team will get back on track? Will it be Butler having lost its last two, or the Badgers trying to stop a 3-game slide, toss and tap to Wisconsin? Badgers move to our left, and we are underway in Indianapolis. The Bulldogs man-to-man defensively. Telfort will be guarding John Tonje on the right wing. A bounce to Crowell. Single coverage from screen. Backing is Crowell. Backing, right block, turns, goes up. Right hand, yes, sir. That's how you get him going.
That is it. Right to the focus of Stephen Crowell and let him eat and get in there and start to create a different rhythm.
Bulldogs move to our left in the first half. Bizjack throwing to Patrick McCaffrey on the left wing. He is against Max Klesmit. Now with the ball is Pierre Brooks. Swoops off the right wing to the free throw line. Bobbled it, gathered, finds Bizjack. Baseline right in the lane. Whips it to McCaffrey. Turns it up top. Brooks tries a three straight on. Back iron no good. Rebound Nolan Winter of Wisconsin. 2-0 the Badgers here in the opening minute. John Blackwell throwing to Crowell at the top of the circle. Rotates to Klesmit on the left wing. Max girls to the free throw line. Kicks it to Winter. Scoops to Tonje on the right side. John goes inside. Caught by Winter. Low on the right. Pivots. Goes up and in. And it's 4-0 Wisconsin. So the bigs getting involved right at the rim in the early going.
That is exactly what they need to be doing. And just, I hate to say that we called it out at the beginning of the game, but that is, dominating that paint is going to be key.
Pierre Brooks, the former Michigan State Spartan, flips to screen at the top of the arc, gives it to Finley Bizjack, right wing, hands off to McCaffrey. Patrick McCaffrey, a left-hand toss to Brooks, outside left, shot clock is at 5. Screen top of the circle. Screen 2 left-hand dribbles. He's at the Telfort, tries a 3, left side, hits the left side, iron and out, no good. Tonje the rebound for Wisconsin. About 1:45 gone by, 4-0 the Badgers. Crowell throwing to Klesmit, Max to the free throw line, slips it to Crowell. Backing left of the lane on screen, single coverage, backing Crowell. Backing, left shoulder turn, now kicks it back out to Winter. Badgers reset, 12 to shoot. Klesmit right corner, feeds Crowell. He'll snap off a 3, left of the circle, too long, no good. Screen the rebound for Butler.
That's okay, that's good ball movement, and on the defensive end, what Wisconsin's done really well is made Butler get rid of that ball on the outside and make them take tough shots.
Here's screen backing on Crowell. Stevie holding his ground out to Brooks. He'll try a 3 right of the circle, off the rim and out, no good. Crowell the rebound. 2:20 gone by, 4-0 Wisconsin. Blackwell throwing to Tonje, blows off the right wing. Now inside against Telfort, low on the left, lifted up right hand, good, and a foul. 3-point opportunity. Tonje with the and one. It's 6-0 Wisconsin.
The first 3 offensive possessions, this now being the 4th one, Wisconsin's getting the baseline, and as a basketball team, you cannot let that baseline go. So good job by Wisconsin to kind of take that over.
Tonje, a 93% free throw shooter. Badgers 84% from the line as a team as Tonje connects on the free throw. Only UC Irvine is better and barely better than Wisconsin nationally at the free throw line. 7-0 Wisconsin. We're 2.5 minutes in. Jamil Telfort to the right wing, throwing to McCaffrey, feeds screen, top of the circle, turns it left wing for Pierre Brooks. He's with John Tonje. Brooks holds and looks, finds Finley Bizjack out between the arcs against John Blackwell. Bizjack on the dribble, left-hand dribble, high screen from Andre, screen, spin, move, right block, off balance shot, wild shot, missed it, rebound Crowell. Ahead it goes, here's Blackwell up the middle to the free throw line, in the lane, pivots low on the left, feeds Winter low on the right, layup good. And a timeout taken by Thad Matta as the Badgers come out punching here in the early going. 3:02 gone by. 30-second timeout taken by Butler as the Badgers have jumped out to a 9-0 lead.
Really great job by Wisconsin to come out, be aggressive on the defensive end, and be just as aggressive on the offensive end.
Today's game brought to you in part by Alliant Energy. Visit AlliantEnergy.com to see how Alliant Energy invests in diverse energy solutions for today and the future. And by Ho Chunk Gaming in Wisconsin Dells, the best place for grown-up entertainment, games, and fun times. Your odds are better here. 9-0 the Badgers, 3 minutes, 2 seconds into the game. Thad Matta forced to burn one earlier. They fell way behind against North Dakota State a few days ago. Got behind by as many as 23. Rallied, had a chance to win it, but fell 3 points short.
All that inside play. What that's going to lead to is Butler's going to suck in as that keeps happening, and then the offensive's, I would say struggles that we've been having from the outside as of late will start to open up those opportunities.
Carter Gilmore in the lineup for Wisconsin right now. Same five continuing for Butler. Finley Bizjack through the logo to the front court, throwing to Brooks high on the left. As Sanjay defends inside feed. Bizjack catches low on the right, throws it up and in. And that gets Butler on the board. 9-2 Wisconsin. 3 minutes and 20 seconds into the game. Carter Gilmore throwing to Klesman out between the arcs. Refeeds Gilly. A flip for Tanjay on the left wing. He'll dribble off the wing in the lane. Pivots at the right block. Gets it out of there to Klesman. Left of the paint. Max is back. He turns left block. Tough shot. Back rim and out. No good. Brooks the rebound. Here comes Butler. Wisconsin leading 9-2. 16:20 left first half. Pierre Brooks throwing to Telford. He'll feed McCaffrey on the left wing. Throws it out front for Brooks. Brooks refeeds McCaffrey high on the left. It's a high screen from Andre's screen. Left side for Telford. Baseline left against Tanjay. Telford trying to back, and a foul is called on John Tanjay, and that'll be the first on Wisconsin.
I mean, we know because we've been saying about their domination, but 8 of their 9 points inside the paint. So good rhythm, good start by Wisconsin.
Amari McGee coming in for Blackwell. Screen comes out. Bowden Kapke is in. He's a 6'11 sophomore out of Minnesota. Bizjack baseline left inbounding to Telford on the left wing. Faces up against Carter Gilmore. Now trying to back him down. Little dig from McGee. Low on the left, and he threw it away. Out of bounds. It'll belong to Wisconsin. Gilmore and McGee getting in there and helping force the mistake as we have the under-16 media timeout. American Family Insurance is the official insurance partner of UW Athletics. Visit amfam.com/Badgers all season long for exclusive content, Badger fan sweepstakes, and more. 15:55 left of the first half. Wisconsin 9, Butler 2. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
The holidays come but once a year, and Masterforce is here to spread some cheer with drivers and drills and blades and bits. From sanders and saws to power tool kits, Menards has the value and savings, of course. Shop tools and accessories from Masterforce. Find great stocking stuffers and gifts at Menards. Plus, don't forget about gift cards. Hurry now for deals on Masterforce. Available at Menards, the best tool source.
Hey Badger fans, it's Matzo Matt for Brew Pub Lots of Matzo Pizza. Basketball season is here, and there's nothing that beats sitting and listening to a Badger game while enjoying a delicious Brew Pub pizza. Every game-winning shot and every sweet alley-oop deserves a pizza that's just as amazing. And you'll find that in a Brew Pub Lots of Matzo Pizza. Loaded with high-quality meat and veggie toppings, then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese, Brew Pub pizzas are a swish of delish. Snag one today from your local grocery store or during home games in the concession stand at the Kohl Center.
I'm Sawyer, and I'm Shannon. Together, we're Twin Stunts, the only twin motorcycle freestyle show in the world. We are born and raised in Wisconsin, so we want all our fellow cheeseheads to know that even though we clutch it up, hit 12, and drift in our show, we would never do it on the open road. And there's another thing we would never do on the road. Drive drunk. Drive sober. Or get pulled over. Together, we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. Wisconsin DOT.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with Hank and Sam from the Ford crew. Today, a new shipment of inventory.
Hank, what's going on?
Another hauler full of new Ford trucks and SUVs, Sam.
So much SUV capability. Is that?
Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 47 years. And a big selection means...
big savings?
Yep, which means...
it's the best time to buy?
Well done, Sam. And time for America to get holiday ready with Ford.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY Industry reported total sales.
Hey Badger fans, the Wisconsin Pork Association encourages you to enjoy pork while supporting our Badgers all year long. Visit WPPA.org for recipes and information. 15:55 left of the first half here in Indy. Wisconsin 9, Butler 2. And you mentioned Charlie Badgers getting to the rim, and that's Butler is really good at forcing non-rim twos this season. Not so much here. I mean, Badgers getting right to the rim. They've tried 1-3 here so far, a miss, but you're spot on. But Wisconsin's getting it to the cup early and often as play continues. Wisconsin on offense. Here's Max Klesman. Right foul line extended, throwing to Carter Gilmore high on the left. Bounces for Tanjay on the left wing. Tanjay, he'll try a three. Left of the circle. It's off the back of the rim. No good. Pierre Brooks elevates for the rebound for the Butler Bulldogs. Brooks sets the floor. He'll throw to Kapke at the top of the arc. Couple of dribbles to his left. He'll throw to Patrick McCaffrey off the left wing. Stops in the lane. Good job by Nolan Winter. Into Kapke, low on the right. Got around Klesby. Goes up, no good. A tip, no good from Colby King off the bench, and the Badgers clear it. Here's Nolan Winter up top. Fakes the three. Puts it on the deck. Goes to the rim, and the layup too strong. No good. And the rebound comes down to Jamil Telfort. Everything right. Nolan Winter there, but just couldn't finish. And the ball is Telfort to the left side around a Kapke screen at the free throw line. Throws it to King, high on the right. King hands off to Brooks, gets it to Kapke at the top of the circle. Now it's McCaffrey at the top, hooks it to Telfort. He'll try a three, left of the circle, too long, no good. And the rebound to Tanjay. 14:45 left first half, 9-2 Wisconsin. Tanjay hits the brakes, feeds Gilmore. He'll fake the three, kicks to McGee, whips it to Klesman near the left corner. Max dribbles left of the circle, gets to Winter, rotates McGee, who tries a three, hits a three from the right wing. Kamari McGee is 12 of 21 from distance so far this season.
Great ball movement by Wisconsin, but you know what? Where is Kamari hitting those shots? He's always hitting them in the corners.
It is. There's Patrick McCaffrey flashing inside, catching and finishing. 12-4 Wisconsin with 14-12 left in the first half. Tanjay outside left. He'll throw to Nolan Winter. Gives off to Klesman. Klesman against Brooks around a Winter screen. Max stops at the bright baseline. They work it up top to Gilmore. He'll try a three left of the arc. Off the back rim once, twice and out, no good. Colby King the rebound. The 6'2 junior out of Pompano Beach, Florida, to the front court for the Butler Bulldogs. Spent a year at St. John's, a year at Tulane, now with the Butler Bulldogs. Kapke lobs it into Telfort. Left of the lane, a dig from McGee, knocked it loose. Oh, they're going to get a foul called. Kamari McGee on the dig. Got ball, but got some arm as well, they say. That's the first on McGee as the Badgers with a big sub here. They've got Crowell back in there. You got Xavier Amos, Jack Janicki in there, and John Blackwell. Kamari McGee stays in the game. 13:40 left in the half, 12-4 Wisconsin.
I love how aggressive Kamari was to come down on the post, but you got to swipe up. If you swipe down, you're going to get that every time.
Andre Screen back in there, sets a screen. Landon Moore in the lane, out to King, top of the circle, inside feed. Screen catches low on the right, easy money. Able to post on John Blackwell. Screen the 7-1 center, gets the flush. It's 12-6 Wisconsin. Jack Janicki and a whistle, and they're going to get a foul called here on Xavier Amos, an illegal screen. That'll be his first.
Wisconsin's getting a little too fast. You know, some of these turnovers are coming from that exaggeration of what they need to be doing. They have Crowell in, they have Janicki, they have shooters, so just space it out, get it back to the post.
12-6 Wisconsin, 13:15 left in the first half. Screen at the top of the arc. Flips it to Moore. Landon Moore to King, left point. Gives to McCaffrey, rotates to Moore, feeds Telfort high on the right, loops it to McCaffrey. He'll try a three. Blocked by Janicki, but a foul called on Jack. You know, Patrick McCaffrey, 46% from the three-point line, so you know you got to get on him in a hurry. Janicki is called for the foul, and a three-shot foul, and that's something the Badgers have been guilty of here a fair amount these last 2+ games, shooting those three, committing the foul beyond the three-point line.
When there's that fade screen like they just ran out to that out wing for McCaffrey, that's your help that has to be out there. And I think Janicki was just screaming over that, trying to get over, and you're going to make mistakes.
McCaffrey has the first free throw rattle out, no good. He logs major minutes, more than 34 a game. Jamel Telfort, much the same. Second free throw for McCaffrey is good. One more coming. Hasn't been there a ton in the early games this season. Gets there about twice a game. 12-7 Wisconsin with 13:02 left in this first half. Texas A&M beat Purdue in the first game of this doubleheader, 70-66. Third free throw for McCaffrey is good, so he gets 2 out of 3, and the Badgers' lead is down to 4. Inbounds pass against a little bit of pressure. The inbounds pass caught at the mid-stride by Stephen Crowell, who kills the dribble, throws to Amos, rotates left side for Janicki. A pass for Crowell right of the circle, gives off to Blackwell around the Crowell screen, slips into Stevie, low on the right, takes it left on the reverse, it's good. 4 for Crowell.
Love that two-man game with those two. Just because John is such a threat on the offensive end, they cannot leave him, and that just leaves Crowell wide open.
Colby King, a fadeaway baseline right, no good. Rebound tapped out to McCaffrey. 14-8 Wisconsin. 12:30 left in the first half. McCaffrey angles a pass to King. He'll go up and get it. Drives off the right wing. Jump stop in the lane. Fades, flips from 8 feet away. Good. First points for King, who averages about 6 a game. 14-10 Wisconsin. 12:15 left in the first half. McGee throwing to Amos up top. A pass for Blackwell high on the left. Throws it to Crowell right of the circle. He'll send it to Janicki on the right side. Around the Crowell screen. Janicki slips it into Crowell. Low on the right against screen. Bobble got it back. Now in the lane. Gets it out of there to Janicki. Throws it to Crowell again. Shot clock is at 7. Crowell baseline left. Starting to back. Finds the cutter. McGee low on the right. Throws it up off the glass and rim. No good. Jamil Telfort the rebound for Butler. 4-point lead Wisconsin. 11:48 left in the half. Telfort, top of the circle, feeds McCaffrey high on the left against Jack Janicki. Pulls, pops left of the lane, missed it off the left side iron. Rebound, Crowell. He went to the floor and landed on the baseline. Out of bounds it goes. It'll be Butler ball when play continues, and we've got a break in the action here in Indianapolis. Hey, Badger fans, if you're looking for the perfect in-game meal, choose a Brew Pub Pizza loaded with quality meat and veggie toppings. Then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. Brew Pub Lots of Matzo Pizzas are a proud partner of Badger Athletics and are available in your grocer's freezer. 11:39 left of the first half. Wisconsin 14, Butler 10. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison, home of the Big Win and Madison Casino Guru, is transforming guests into winners, making an ordinary day into a big win days easy with a 95% average payout. And with over 140 daily jackpots, the number of people winning has never been bigger. So what are you waiting for? Escape to Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison for your next big win. Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison.
Hey, Badger fans, you want your family to be warm and comfortable during the brutal Wisconsin winters, right? That's why it's good to know the knowledgeable, friendly dealers at Bryan Heating and Cooling, who will do whatever it takes to keep your furnace running efficiently, no matter what the weather throws at you. Plus, score up to $2,600 in tax credits on qualifying Bryant systems, and ask about local rebates and financing for qualified buyers. Find your local dealer at Bryant.com. That's Bryant.com. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
Badger fans, basketball season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Wisconsin basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Wisconsin Badgers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
When the holidays get real, start at Kohl's and Kohl's.com, where you'll find amazing deals and everything you need all in one place so you can focus on the moments that matter. Kohl's, where families come first. Wisconsin basketball also brought to you by Cleary Building Corp, built with pride before the shamrock is applied. Explore ClearyBuilding.com today. 11:39 left in the first half. Wisconsin 14, Butler 10. Bulldogs 4 of 12 here for the 4. Badgers 6 of 12. And you were saying, Charlie, been getting the ball inside. 10 paint points of the first 14 for Wisconsin.
Yeah, that's key for them for the entire game. What I like what they're doing right now is that they're forcing Butler into some really difficult shots, even though they're making them now. The fadeaways and the jump shots, that doesn't happen when you get into the second half. So if Wisconsin continues to force Butler to make those kind of shots right now, it's going to benefit them in the second half.
Yeah, we talked about this, as Wisconsin's offensive plan of attack, threes, shots at the rim, but defensively, and they've been like this for a long time, force tough twos, and that's what they've been doing here.
They're absolutely doing the right thing, and they're getting the ball where they wanted to, and that was the key, and we heard it all week during practice. We heard Coach Gard say it in the pregame. I'm glad they're executing to get the ball down, because then that's going to leave beautiful open looks at the threes, or at least nice jump shots later on.
McGee, Blackwell, Klesman, Amos, and Winter, the 5 of the floor for Wisconsin. Landon Moore, baseline left, inbounds to McCaffrey on the left wing, covered up by Max Klesman, throwing to Colby King between the circles, refeeds McCaffrey, and King playing catch. King up top, he's guarded by Kamari McGee. Takes it left of the circle, the throw to Brooks, top of the arc. Backing down on Xavier Amos. Brooks in the lane, goes up from 8 feet away, and good. Pierre Brooks with his first points. And it's 14-12 Wisconsin, 11:15 left in the half. Badgers scored the first 9 points of the game, but Butler has come off the canvas. Here's Klesman, top of the circle, feeds Amos. He'll try a three, left side, nope. Rebound King, wanted out for Wisconsin. King busting up the floor, up the middle of the front court, takes it left of the lane, circles to the left wing as McGee defends. A pass out to Moore, turns it to Brooks on the right side, driving on Amos, stops right block, goes up, got slapped by Nolan Winter. Shot was no good, but Pierre Brooks will go to the free throw line. First foul on Nolan Winter. And that is team foul number 5 against Wisconsin. Butler with just 1. Pierre Brooks better than 78% at the foul line. He'll shoot 2.
Not that I don't mind shots by Amos and some of the jumpers that we're taking, but it's not necessary right now. Butler's giving up the paint, get back to the paint. Those other opportunities will make themselves present.
Gilmore in for Amos. John Tonje will check in for Kamari McGee. As Jamil Telford back on for the Bulldogs, replacing McCaffrey. Brooks, another one of those guys. We talked about McCaffrey and Telford playing major minutes. Brooks averages better than 33 a game himself. He has a chance to tie the game. He made the first free throw. He had 26 points, albeit in a losing effort against North Dakota State earlier in the week, as he knocks down both free throws, and we're tied at 14. 10:48 left in the first half. Carter Gilmore left of the circle. He'll throw to Winters. Sends it right side for Tonje. Feeds Gilmore at the top. A toss for Blackwell in the left wing. Blackwell out to Winter. He'll try a three right of the circle, and he nails it.
That is in a rhythm. In, out, side to side. Those are the jump shots that are open. Good job by Winter to fill in that space.
Winter with 7 points in this first half. 3-point lead Wisconsin. 10:20 left in the first half. 17-14 Wisconsin. Offensive foul in the lane.
King.
Yeah, they'll get Colby King. He was at the right block as they were going into the left block to Andre's screen. King the foul, his first, team's second.
He didn't even hide that. It was like a bear hug. He came across, he's like, I don't have any options.
Here's Carter Gilmore, left of the circle, throwing to Klesman. He'll try a three, left of the circle, and too much on it, no good. Rebound is tipped right into the hands of Nolan Winter. Yes, sir, he'll take the gift and the bucket.
It's 2 weeks from Christmas, but he's getting some presents in the stockings right now.
19-14 Wisconsin. 9:55 left in the first half. Brooks leaning in the lane, and the 10-footer is good. Pierre Brooks, the former Spartan of Michigan State, has 6. 19-16 Wisconsin. 9:44 left in the first half. Klesman left of the circle. A toss for Winter. Leads it for Blackwell right of the circle. Blackwell backpedals a couple of steps. Now angles to the right wing. A pass for Gilmore at the top. 10 of the shot clock. Here's John Tonje. He'll try a three. Left of the circle. Off the heel of the rim. No good. Colby King goes up with a rebound. He'll race it up the floor. Drops it to Telford to the left side. Back out to King. A turn to Brooks. Out between the circles. He'll toss to King outside left. One dribble, a hand off to Telford. Whips it to Brooks. He'll try a three right of the circle. Off the front of the rim once, twice and out, no good. Rebound tip to Tonje. 19-16 Wisconsin, 9:05 left in the half. Klesman outside left. Now drives baseline on Brooks in the lane. Turns to Blackwell right corner. He'll bounce it into Gilmore low on the left. Takes it right on the reverse, and the layup is good. Nice little wraparound from Gilmore. 5-point lead for the Badgers.
Started with that Max Klesman getting the baseline side. Once you get the baseline open as an offense, defense has got to scramble, and that's exactly what Wisconsin made them do.
21-16 Wisconsin. 9:38 left in the first half. Jamil Telford throwing left side on the wing for Brooks. Baseline left, and he stepped on it. And he stepped on the baseline trying to operate around Blackwell. Turnover Butler as Crowell comes back in to replace Nolan Winter.
I love John Blackwell's defense. He got lucky that the baseline was his extra defender right there, because he would have been blown right by.
Yeah, I thought he swung that door a little too wide there.
He did.
3 turnovers now for Butler. Wisconsin guilty of just 1 here so far. And a whistle and a foul called. This will go against Jamil Telford of Butler. That will be his first in-team foul, number 3. Make that 8:28 left in the first half. 21-16 Wisconsin. And the Bulldogs will sub as Colby King, who's just sub 4, now comes back into the game, replacing Jamil Telford.
Well, the game's a game of runs, right? You have Butler go on a 9-4 run. Now Wisconsin's on a 7-2 run, and hopefully they can start to stick it out here until the next timeout.
Carter Gilmore bounces the crowd. Stevie left of the lane. Kapke back in there defending. Single coverage. Left shoulder turn. Up right hand. Yes, sir. Steven Crowell using some strength right there. He has 6, and the lead is 7 for the Badgers.
I don't know about you, but I'm getting giddy that he's getting in there and throwing elbows and getting aggressive.
Yeah, Bo Kapke offering the resistance, or tried to. 6'11", 255-pounder. Now Kapke for 3 straight away. Around and out, no good. Rebound to Klesman. 23-16 Wisconsin. 7:55 left of the first half. Klesman bounces the crowd. Hands it back to Max. Through the lane, going right to left. He'll keep the dribble up top. Right-hand toss for Tanjay. Goes into Crowell. Low on the right. Oh, he's got guards on him. Let's see if he goes to work. Low on the right over King, and a foul is called. And Steven Crowell will go to the free throw line when play continues. We're at the under 8 media timeout. FS Envision Seed Corn and FS High Soy Soybeans are proud partners of Wisconsin Athletics. Get the seeds you need from the people you trust. Contact your local FS Envision and High Soy retailer or visit ffseed.com to learn more. 7:41 left of the first half. Wisconsin 23, Butler 16. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and I dedicate a lot of my time going fast. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently or having trouble with routine tasks. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services and access available treatments. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time-to-talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Most of us like to be out in the sun. That's why sunscreen and other safety measures are key to protecting your skin from aging and cancer. The FDA recommends using a sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher. Also, look for broad spectrum on the label. That means both harmful ultraviolet A and B rays are blocked. Remember, SPF plus broad spectrum equal healthy fun in the sun. Visit www.fda.gov/sunscreen for more information. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
How's business?
Good. Are you up to speed with the new beneficial ownership reporting requirements?
Sort of. What's it about?
It's a new initiative to help fight crimes like money laundering, fraud, and drug trafficking. A lot of small businesses like ours just have to report some basic info to the federal government about the real people behind them.
Reporting your company's beneficial ownership information is quick, secure, and free. And it helps protect U.S. national security. Learn more at finsem.gov/BOI.
This is McGruff the Crime Dog, and I need you to help me take a bite out of crime. Another teenager, victim to fake pills bought from social media. This doesn't seem like a drug deal, but it definitely is. Should buying prescription pills be that easy? Many fake pills contain fentanyl, and an amount small enough to fit on the tip of a pencil can be lethal. So listen, before buying pills from social media, think again. Learn more at mcgruffpsa.org and go for real. Brought to you by USPTO and the National Crime Prevention Council.
Fans, today's game is brought to you by the official products of Wisconsin Athletics. Brew Pub, lots of pizza, Old Dutch chips, and Pepsi. And the story of Madison lives in the Wisconsin State Journal. Subscribe today at madison.com/story. Well, the Butler Bulldogs come in as one of the better three-point shooting teams in the country, 40% entering the game. So far, the Bulldogs are 0 for 6 from 3. The Badgers 2 of 8 from long range. We have 7:41 left in the first half. Wisconsin 23, Butler 16, as Steven Crowell is at the free throw line, shooting 2, and he is good with the first. He has 7 first half points. Scored 9 against Illinois. Did not have a rebound in that game, but boy, they're not messing around, Charlie. We talked about first possession. They got the ball. They were feeding him to get him involved.
Right away, and that's a great way to build confidence in your teammate who's been struggling, is saying, hey, man, take the ball. We want to ride you a little bit.
And Stevie hits both free throws. It's now 25-16 Wisconsin. Finley Bizjack back in the game for Butler. Throwing to McCaffrey. He's open for 3, right side. Good. You leave him open, and that's what he'll do. His first triple today, 25-19 Wisconsin. 7 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first half. John Tanjay high on the left. Goes into Crowell. Kapke defends against single coverage. They haven't doubled yet. Crowell at the left block. Almost dribbled it off his leg there, but now finds Tanjay trying to find the gap. He gets tripped up, and down he goes. And a foul is called, either or. Thad Mata wanted one to go the other way, and Mata looking over at Craig Gard. These two guys have known each other for 30 years.
He doesn't like it, but, the offensive player does get the advantage typically.
Does. Yeah, Greg said, I thought it was a pretty good call. Here's Blackwell, baseline left, ready to inbound it, and McCaffrey's in his grill. No one open. The Badgers will go ahead and use a timeout. 7:07 left in the first half. We'll keep it here, 25-19. Wisconsin leading Butler. Greg talking about knowing Thad Mata, Bo Ryan, and Mata. They got to know each other really well. Obviously would have faced them, and go into the Milwaukee days as well. Mata, one of those very, very respected coaches in college basketball.
Well, and as a head coach, you don't want that call either, right? You think your guy did the right thing. His hands are up. He's sliding with it the whole time. Tanjay was a little out of control, but again, you're going to lose that call sometimes.
Hard to get a charge. It'll happen, but it's hard to get those now.
Yes,
right?
Very hard. You got to be in the right position. Yes. You got to have your feet stopped. There's all these very specific things that need to happen. So, yeah, I hope Wisconsin, again, just the last 7 minutes here, you got another media timeout coming. You got to be aggressive for these next 3 minutes.
Blackwell, baseline left will inbound. He's got Crowell, Tanjay, Gilmore, and Klesman with him. McCaffrey will be in the face of Blackwell. Here we go. Blackwell looking, wanted to get it to Tanjay, and the pass deflected out of bounds by Brooks.
Good cut by Tanjay to come on that backside and be open.
Trying to get that quick hitter, but Brooks able to flick it away, and now Blackwell for the right baseline will throw it in. 6-point lead Wisconsin, 7:06 left in the first half. Inbounds pass trying to loop it out to Tanjay, and it was contested by Brooks, but Tanjay comes up with it. Now gives to Klesman. Max to the line, down the lane to the rim, goes up, gets hammered by Kapke, and Max Klesman will go to the free throw line for a pair.
Good job by Max. Not only was able to take a bunch of the offensive structure on that out-of-bounds play, but then came around off of 2 screens and just kept his poise. That's really hard to do when you're coming down the lane and you see a big guy, 6'11", coming at you. You got to be like, all right, I'm going to measure this up and probably get whacked here.
Klesman, 84% at the foul line this season, hits the first free throw. Badgers are good in their first 4 foul shots here this afternoon. 26-19, Wisconsin, 6:59 left in the first half. Second free throw coming up for Max, averaging 12 points a game coming in. The free throw is good. First 2 points today for Klesman. 27-19, Wisconsin. 6:55 left of the first half. Finley Bizjack to the front court. Sets the table for Butler. Throws to McCaffrey on the right side. Goes into Brooks right of the lane. Gilmore is on him. Brooks holds and looks. Now kicks it out to McCaffrey. Baseline right. Hooks it back out to Brooks. He'll try a 3 right of the circle, and it rattles through. First 3-point hit for Pierre Brooks, who's nearly 40% from distance coming in. 27-22 Wisconsin, 6:30 left in the half. Here's Crowell against single coverage from Kapke. Backing his Crowell, right block, turns up right hand, around the rim and out, no good. Brooks the rebound. Hung on the right side iron and fell away. Brooks on the push, right lane line, push it up over Gilmore, no, but a foul. There's Pierre Brooks going into aggressive mode. The foul will be called on it is on John Blackwell. That'll be his first. Blackwell trying to help Gilmore. I guess they did. I thought maybe they were going to call it on Gilmore there.
It kind of looked like he's the one that got him, but Wisconsin's not getting back. After that miss on transition, Butler's been pushing it last 2 or 3 possessions, and they're just not getting back and getting set.
First free throw is good for Pierre Brooks.
He is really putting Butler on his back.
Yes, he is. Crowell out, Winter is in. McGee will come in for Klesman. I say Butler plays most of the time at a deliberate pace, but if there's an opening in those first few seconds of the shot clock, they'll jump on it. Second free throw for Brooks is in the air, and it's good. And it's now a 3-point lead again for Wisconsin. 1-2-2 3/4 pressure now from Butler. 27-24 Wisconsin. McGee across half court on the right side, throws to Carter Gilmore, gives it to Blackwell, turns baseline left to the rim, and that's goaltending call. Kapke getting it in the cylinder. Count the basket. First points for Blackwell. 5-point lead for Wisconsin.
That must have been something talked about in pregame or scouting, that they give up the baseline, because that's the probably fourth or fifth baseline drive that Wisconsin's been able to get, and it just blows up your defense.
29-24 Wisconsin. 6 minutes left in the first half. McCaffrey, a bounce for Brooks at the top of the circle. Steps back, took a look, turned it down, feeds McCaffrey, tries Brooks again on the left wing. He'll throw it to Moore. Baseline left. Tanjay cut him off. Back out to Brooks, taking a look. Now he'll try the three. Left of the circle, in and out. Bounced off the rim again. No. Rebound, Nolan Winter of Wisconsin. And now Blackwell, left side of the front court. Blackwell dribbles off the left wing. Out to Winter. Winter at the top, leaves it for Blackwell. He'll try a three off the right side iron, no good. Tanjay, a back tap to Blackwell. Now Winter's open, left corner three is off the rim, no good. Brooks will clear, and a whistle foul called as Kapke cleared out Carter Gilmore. Yeah, Bowden Kapke with his second foul. And the Badgers are in the bonus with 5:21 left in the first half, leading 29-24. Kapke will sit down as Andre Screen is back in. Colby King will re-enter as well for the Bulldogs.
And there was no point to that for Kapke. He was definitely in the position. He didn't need it. It was a long shot. Just kind of a silly play here with 5 minutes left to go in the first half. And again, putting Wisconsin in the bonus, which you don't need to do.
King in for Brooks. Pierre Brooks sitting down with the 11 points. Front end of the 1-and-1 for Gilmore is good. One more coming. Well, Carter Gilmore has really put in some good performances in most of the games this season. Had 7 points all in the first half on Tuesday against Illinois. Both free throws are good for Gilly, and he'll come out now as Xavier Amos is back in. 31-24 Wisconsin with 5:21 left in the half.
And you make a great point. Gilly's getting in, and he's not doing anything that hurts you. He's playing good defense, he's getting rebounds, and he's making little buckets like that.
Yeah, Greg Gard thought the Marquette game, that may have been as effective a performance as Gilly has had. Points, boards, got some assists in that game. Here's Jack out front, throwing to Landon Moore high on the left. Junior out of Bloomington, Illinois. Now King on the right side. Goes into screen. Right of the lane. Backs on Winter. Turns. A double from Amos. Shot up. No good. Whistle inside. Foul called. This will go against Wisconsin.
That's Blackwell.
And it's going to be the second on Blackwell. Greg Gard not in full agreement there, but John with the two fouls. We'll see if Greg will go ahead and make the move and get Max Klesman in the game. Landon Moore, transfer from St. Francis of Pennsylvania. This is his second year at Butler. And he is at the free throw line. Averages about 3 points a game. He had 13 in their win against Mississippi State. And the free throw is good. One more coming for Landon Moore. And a highlight for Butler so far is winning that Arizona tip-off event, beating Northwestern. And then Mississippi State, of course, Northwestern knocked off Illinois a week or so ago. Second free throw is good for Moore. And it's 31-26 Wisconsin. 4:58 left in the half. 1-2-2 3-quarter look. Back on for Butler. Kamari McGee surveys, throws to Klesman across half court for Amos. Back out to Max, left of the center circle. A pass for Amos. Taking it off the left wing to the cup. Blocked by McCaffrey. He just ate it up. And McCaffrey brings it up the floor. Feeds Colby King. Little Euro step in the lane and floats it up and in. King with 4 and the lead down to 3 for Wisconsin. 31-28. 4:30 left in the first half. Amos outside left. Leaves it for Max Klesman. Finds Winter trying a three, right of the circle, in and out, no good. Rebound, Patrick McCaffrey. And here comes Butler. McCaffrey throws to King, off the high screen from Andre Screen. King kicks it to Moore, open three, left wing, and it's short, no good. Tanjay the rebound, and nearly leaned out of bounds there along the left baseline, but kept it in play. Kamari McGee to the front court. Left-hand dribble McGee to the free throw line. Throw into Klesman. Leaves it for Winter. Whips it to Xavier Amos on the right side. A toss for McGee. Out of Winter. A throw to Klesman. He'll try a three. Right side. Short. Rebound. Klesman. Screen. Knocked out of bounds. And let's see what we have here. We got the under 4 immediate timeout. A foul, I believe, coming up. They're going to get Screen fighting for the ball along with Klesma. The foul on screen is his first, so a 1-1 when we come back. Menards is a proud sponsor of Wisconsin Athletics and reminds everyone to save big money on all your home improvement needs at Menards. 3:48 left of the first half. Wisconsin 31, Butler 28. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
The big game. Family. Friends. We know you count on Alliant Energy to deliver the safe, reliable energy you need, whether you're watching the game, cooking your famous burgers, or leaving a light on for loved ones. For us, it means going beyond the expected to make sure we're planning for the energy you need today and tomorrow. That way you can keep your eye on the ball and focus on what's most important to you. Find out more at alliantenergy.com/poweringbeyond.
The countdown to savings is on at Cleary Building Corp. Get the best prices of the year right now at any Cleary location or contact us for a free consultation on the building you have been dreaming about. Cleary has a building for every stage of your life. Visit clearybuilding.com today to see all of the amazing building options we offer. Don't let the clock run out for big savings.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with Hank and Sam from the Ford crew. Today, a new shipment of inventory.
Hank, what's going on?
Another hauler full of new Ford trucks and SUVs, Sam.
So much SUV capability. Is that?
Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 47 years. And a big selection means...
Big savings?
Yep, which means...
It's the best time to buy.
Well done, Sam. And time for America to get holiday ready with Ford.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY Industry reported total sales.
3 minutes, 48 seconds left in the first half. Wisconsin has led throughout, but the lead a narrow one now. 31-28, the Badgers leading the Butler Bulldogs. Get a U.S. Bank scoreboard update earlier today. It was Texas A&M over Purdue, 70-66. Penn State all over Coppin State, 99-51. Auburn dropped the hammer on Ohio State earlier today, 91-53. Seton Hall leads Rutgers 22-18. About 6 minutes left in the first half of that game. And out of Phoenix, UCLA leading Arizona 24-20. A little more than 5.5 minutes left in the first half of that game. Meanwhile, in football, we have a team that has opted out of a bowl game now. Marshall has opted out of its bowl game against Army because they've got more than 24 players in the portal. So apparently not enough guys to play. So one day somebody will take some smart pills and maybe change the calendar when teams can leave.
Just maybe,
or
just make a rule that says no coach or no player can negotiate a contract until after the season, maybe? I don't know.
That'd be kind of a weird way of bringing common sense into college sports. Here's Max Klesman hits the front end of the 1-and-1. There are just things that go on, like when people ask, I can't explain it. I don't know. Second free throw for Max is good. And it's now 33-28 Wisconsin, 3:48 left in the first half. And Colby King will bring it to the front court for the Butler Bulldogs. Kamari McGee defends, getting a high screen. Now King driving, knocked away. And that was a big, I think Amos who got a hand on it. And then Tanjay comes up with it. Turnover Butler. Here's Tanjay barreling into the lane. Almost lost the handle out to McGee. Kamari gives off to Xavier Amos. Loops it to Winter. Quick pass to Klesman. Left to the circle. Backs to the line, to the lane. And he goes and gets fouled by Patrick McCaffrey. And Max Klesman will go to the free throw line. That's actually
who you want.
That's Evan Haywood, beg your pardon, guilty of that foul. Just checked into the lineup, 6'4" freshman out of Carmel, Indiana. Klesman back at the foul line for Wisconsin on team foul number 9. First free throw is good of the two-shot foul. Max now 5 of 5 at the strike.
Well, I'm really impressed here in the first half by Wisconsin, not shooting well from the three, but man, that ball movement is snappy, and I love it. That's how they're getting all these opportunities.
Second free throw for Klesman, airborne and good. He's hit all 6 of his free throws. 35-28 Wisconsin with 3:22 left in the first half. King to the front court for the Bulldogs. Moving to our right to the first half of play as McGee shadows him, working around a high screen. King to the line, wiggles in the lane, feeds screen, left to the paint. He's with Nolan Winter, back out to King. A throw to McCaffrey. Floats it back out to King. Baseline left. The drive. Kick out. McCaffrey for three. Left side. Good. Second three-point hit for Patrick McCaffrey. He has 10 points in the half. 35-31 Wisconsin. 2:55 left to the break. McGee throwing to Nolan Winter outside right. A flip for Tanjay right side. Working baseline. Got around Moore. Tough reverse layup. No, but he knew he was going to get the contact, and he did from Landon Moore. And John Tanjay will go to the free throw line.
Well, that's the experience right there between the two players. He got baseline side. Anytime you give that up, you're going to get that foul call.
With the hand fighting going on as Moore was claiming Tanjay using that left arm, the free hand there to kind of push his guy away, which he might do a time or two, but
you get away with that if the other guy is trying to hand battle you at the same time.
Yep, and that's what was happening as Tanjay hits the first free throw. Gilmore back in for Xavier Amos. 36-31 Wisconsin. 2:48 left in the first half as the Badgers continue to be spot on at the free throw line. Second free throw for Tanjay is good. Wisconsin 13 of 13 at the foul line. Butler's 8 out of 9. 37-31 the Badgers. 2:43 left in the half. King working around the high screen to the top of the circle. Feeds McCaffrey. Comes it off to Haywood. Now it's Pierre Brooks on the right side. Brooks against Gilmore. Starting to back. A little dig from Winter. Now single coverage Gilmore again. Brooks on the one-legged fadeaway right of the lane is good. 13 for Pierre Brooks, and the Badgers lead down to 4 again. 37-33 Wisconsin. 2:18 left in the half. Klesmit right-hand dribble throwing to Winter. Whips to McGee on the right side. Bounces back to Winter low on the right. Up over Andre's screen. No good. Rebound. Screen. And over the back was Nolan Winter. That's 2 on Winter, and that'll get Crowell back into the game with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first half.
You can't make those mental errors. 2 minutes left in this game. You already have one foul. You missed your shot. Just get back.
Yeah, the free throws really helping bail out Wisconsin right now. The Badgers haven't had a bucket in nearly 4 minutes. They've missed their last 6 shots. And Andre's screen goes to the free throw line. A couple of points for him so far. Averages 6 a game. A 68% free throw shooter. This is a 1-and-1. That was team foul number 8. Front end for screen. Too long. No good. Crowell the rebound for Wisconsin. 2:05 left in the half. 37-33 the Badgers. Crowell a hand off to Klesmit. Bobs around a Crowell screen on the left wing. Back out to Stevie. Took a look. Whips it instead to Gilmore. Right of the circle. The pass back to Crowell. A toss for Klesmit left side. Max right hand flip for Gilmore. 10 on the shot clock. Now it's Tanjay on the right side. Working baseline on King. Goes up. No, but a foul on Colby King. Who popped back up. A little animated there. The officials giving him a look, saying careful. Free throws coming up for John Tanjay as Colby King called for his second foul.
Yeah, great move by Tanjay right there. He knew he had the advantage, never stopped his feet, so great job to just go right into him in that moment.
John Tanjay at the free throw line, where he is 3 of 3. 1:46 left in the half. 37-33 Wisconsin. First free throw for Tanjay is good. Finley Bizjack will come back in for King.
You mentioned it just a little bit ago that Wisconsin has not had a bucket in quite a while, but without that bucket, they are getting the lane because they're getting fouled. So that's a great way to make up for that.
And converting when they get there as Tanjay hits them both. The Badgers now 15 of 15 at the free throw line. 39-33 Wisconsin. 1:40 left in the half. Bizjack, right of the circle, hooks a pass to Brooks. Left side, Haywood. He snaps off a 3. Front rim, no. Crowell pulls down the rebound for Wisconsin. And now Max Klesmit glides right side to the front court, throwing to Stevie, left of the circle. Crowell underhands it to Gilmore up top. Gilmore a pass for Kamari McGee. Throws to Crowell right of the wheel. Gives to Tanjay. Shakes. Starts to back now on Haywood. Low on the right. Takes it left. Goes up. Sent out of bounds by Andre's screen. Badgers keep it with 8 on the shot clock. 1:12 on the game clock here in the first half.
When Tanjay's got 3 guys around him, I love that he's so aggressive, but he's got to be able to kick it out in those moments.
Kamari McGee, baseline left will inbound. McCaffrey in his face. Inbounds pass to Crowell. Left side. Bounces into Gilmore. Backing on Bizjack. Back out to Stevie. Open 3. Left side. Book it.
That is big going in with a minute left.
And the Badgers lead by 9, 42-33 Wisconsin. 58 seconds left in the first half. Pierre Brooks high on the left for Butler off the high screen. Gilmore chasing. Brooks to the line. Brooks in the lane. Knocked away Gilmore, and going down to get it is John Tonje. Turnover Butler. Here's Klesman left sideline of the front court for the Badgers. Sizing up Patrick McCaffrey. Throwing to Crowell. Right of the circle. He'll feed McGee. Kamari back into Crowell. He'll catch low on the right. To the rim. Layup good. Beautifully executed. 44-33 Wisconsin with 30 seconds left in the half.
Man, that 5 points is crucial before the halftime.
3 seconds and change difference. Game to shot clock. Down to 20 seconds left in the half. Bizjack high on the left. Bizjack at the edge of the center circle. Shot clock at 10. Bizjack at the top of the arc. Left-hand dribble. Kicks it to Moore. Tries a three on the left side. Around and out. No good. Rebound Gilmore. 5 seconds left in the half. Here's Klesman with three. Klesman with two. Three in the air. He hit! Max Klesman at the buzzer. Oh, what a turn of events. The Badgers stepping on the gas in the final minute and change of the first half.
Wow, what a big shot by Klesman. And you said it, not only just stepping on the gas, but that is a stab right to the heart for Butler. As they're going into halftime, they're now having probably a lot of doubt coming into the second half.
A 10-point run for the Badgers over the final 146 of the first half. And a Wisconsin team we talked about being turnover prone of late. Just one miscue through the first 20 minutes here this afternoon. At the half, Wisconsin 47, Butler 33. We're back with a halftime report presented by Culver's. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Yes! I finally got my first phone!
It is exciting. Let's learn a few things about online safety first.
We can secure our world. Online security depends on you and me. Install updates, make better passwords. Think before you click. Use multiple vendors. That's how we can secure our world.
Learn more at CISA.gov/secure our world.
Everyone has a community, a neighborhood, school, kids' teams, where you worship, work out, or any other place or group where you choose to belong. Communities can provide support when you need it, and even when you don't know you do. Like when it comes to preventing underage drinking and other substance use. Community members can be your eyes and ears when you're not with your kids and alert you to signs of potential problems. Learn more at talktheyhearyou.samhsa.gov.
Badgers had a cold spell of getting field goals until they didn't. Then they got red hot. A 12-2 run over the last 2:48. 10-point run over the last minute 46. And at least at halftime, have broken open what has been a tie game. Long way to go, but the Badgers lead the Butler Bulldogs 47-43. Coming up, our halftime conversation presented by American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. We'll hear from senior Carter Gilmore up next. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Hi, Mark and Sarah Tauscher here. We are teaming up with American Family Insurance for yet another season of giving.
Together, we're raising funds for American Family Children's Hospital Virtual Toy Drive. Every dollar goes towards purchasing therapeutic play supplies for pediatric patients.
This year, American Family Insurance is matching all donations up to $50,000. So help us support this critical program for children and their families.
Let's gift joy, lift spirits, and deliver happiness.
Learn more at amfamforkids.org.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Wisconsin Athletics, helping the world keep promises. Hey, Badger fans! fans? Basketball season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Wisconsin basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Wisconsin Badgers. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
At U.S. Bank, when they say they're in it with you, they mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and celebrations, although those are pretty great, but for all the hard work it took to get there, the fine-tuning of goals, the managing of cash and workflows, and decision-making. They're in to help you through all of it, because together they're proving day in and day out that there is nothing as powerful as the power of us. Visit usbank.com to get started today. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, copyright 2024, U.S. Bank.
Finding the right gift is getting tougher than ever. And who's got the time? That's why more people are shopping online every year. But where do you start? How about the taste of the holidays? Usinger's famous sausage. If you've ever received a Usinger gift box, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They ship anywhere in the continental U.S., and they come in a variety of prices and styles. Go ahead, be a holiday hero, the one who sends the perfect gift. Visit usinger.com. That's usinger.com, or Google Milwaukee's famous sausage.
Join the Wisconsin Department of Corrections and make a positive impact on lives across the state. Enjoy an excellent state benefits package and a nationally ranked pension program. The Wisconsin DOC is seeking to hire licensed psychologists and other mental health clinicians looking for a rewarding career providing vital mental health services to those in our care. To learn more and to apply, go to wisc.jobs. That's WISC.jobs.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Wisconsin. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Time for our halftime conversation as we check in with Badgers senior Carter Gilmore, who continues to play very well for the Wisconsin Badgers at both ends of the floor, especially his defense. Greg Gard has talked about that. I asked Carter where his defense was near the end of his high school career, where he was a big-time scorer, to where it is now with the Badgers.
If you asked all my coaches before I got here, I don't think they would have even thought I thought about defense before this. So I played some defense, and I think my senior year in high school, I kind of took a step up knowing that if I was going to go and take that next step, I had to become a better defender. But yeah, before I got here, I was pretty much thinking about scoring and finding my teammates for an open basket. And if the other team scored, how fast could I get the ball out of the net and get it up the court? But here, I've just kind of had to find my role and whatever way I could get on the court. And it started off just being a good defender and making the right play.
Has part of that been obviously just an understanding of what they want defensively, but physically, just being able to get stronger each and every year with Jim Snyder in the weight room? That's been a big part of it for you as well, would you say?
Oh, for sure. I mean, the amount of time I spent in Schneid's weight room and with him here in my 5 years has helped me make tremendous strides, and I can't give him enough credit, and especially with the new weight room we have, makes it even a little easier and nicer to go in the weight room for sure. But I think that's the biggest thing that has helped me evolve in my game is just the work that I've done with Coach Schneid's and just how much time he really puts in and individualizes it for me so that I can guard the 5, guard the 3, and do stuff like that. He's done a very good job, and all the credit goes to him.
We'll hear more from Carter Gilmore as our halftime conversation presented by American Family Insurance continues. This is Badger Basketball from Learfield.
Are you seeking a better career? Rail Transport offers truck drivers a variety of driving jobs earning top wages. No CDL? No problem. Get paid to get your CDL with Rail's on-the-job paid training program. We're also seeking top talent for driver and customer support positions. To see all the career opportunities at Rail and how you can take home more and be home more, visit rail.jobs. That's rail.jobs. Rail Transport is a proud sponsor of the Badgers.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill, when your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Holidays in Illinois. Oh, there's so much to enjoy. Chicago's Broadway, see the magic on stage. Walking in a middle wonderland. Illinois' favorite season. Time of year is oh so pleasing. Peoria, lights on display. It's a festival day. Walking in a middle wonderland. It dance through the waves of pictures and fun. Walking in a middle wonderland.
Ever find holiday shopping overwhelming? We've got to figure out what they want and then find it all too. Enter Kohl's. They have the best gifts all in one spot. The toys your kids have been asking for, the silk PJs she's been eyeing, and the stylish sweater he'll love. And you can get 20% off some of your gifts during their customer appreciation event. Yup, holiday shopping at Kohl's is the move. Select styles, offers end December 15th. Some exclusions apply. Coupons do not apply to toys. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Our halftime conversation with Badgers senior Carter Gilmore continues. One of the things that Gilly is trying to do in this his last lap as a college player is take it all in, enjoy every step of the way, every trip to the weight room, every practice, obviously every game. That can be tough to do when you're so locked into the moment, but it seems as though Gilly understands it, and he is trying to take it all in.
You can have all these cliches you want, and you can hear them all you want, and the time goes by fast. And now sitting here in my last year, you look back, and it's crazy how fast the time's gone. And in my beginning years, I don't think the days could go by soon enough. Guarding Tyler Wall all those days, Micah, and those were some long days for me. And, you know, you'd question if you could do this for 5 years, getting all banging in the post against those guys. But here in my last year, it's been nothing but joy, and really trying to soak in every minute, but it seems like it's flying by faster than I can keep up, but just super grateful and trying to soak in every moment.
That's Badgers senior Carter Gilmore, and that is our halftime conversation. We'll check out some of the first half stats presented by Ho Chunk Gaming as our halftime coverage continues. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
This holiday season, fill your family's table with Jones Dairy Farm all-natural sausage, dry-aged bacon, naturally smoked ham, Canadian bacon, and Braunschweiger. I'm Philip Jones, CEO and sixth-generation Jones, and I know the importance of bringing generations together for the holidays, from little ones to not-so-little ones, and those in between. Everyone enjoys Jones products. Jones Dairy Farm, making the holidays better since 1889 and a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
Badgers are born brave. They're not afraid to face a tough opponent or take on the impossible. At UW Health Carbone Cancer Center, our team of doctors take on cancer with that same Badger stamina. Where others step back, we step up, researching, treating, and defeating even the most complex cancers, making us the only NCI-designated comprehensive cancer center in the state. So now, from stadium to hospital, you can count on Wisconsin and UW Health to fight and win. UW Health Carbone Cancer Center. Remarkable.
I'm Sawyer, and I'm Shannon. Together, we're Twin Stunts, the only twin motorcycle freestyle show in the world. We are born and raised in Wisconsin, so we want all our fellow cheeseheads to know that even though we clutch it up, hit 12, and drift in our show, we would never do it on the open road. And there's another thing we would never do on the road. Drive drunk. Drive sober or get pulled over. Together, we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. Wisconsin DOT.
Looking for a fan favorite at your tailgate? Pork has you covered. Not only is it nutritious and delicious, but pork's got that flavor that your family expects. Firing up the grill? Try chops, brats, and ribs. Making appetizers or finger foods? Add bacon, ground, or shredded pork. Visit WPPA.org for recipe inspiration and to learn where you can source local pork. Wisconsin Pork Association is proud to support the Badgers and our farmers all year round, and you should too. Brought to you by Wisconsin's pig farmers.
Badgers scored the first 9 points of the game and the last 10 points of the first half. 47-33, Wisconsin leads Butler. Before we move on, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification, 10 for an ID. This is Badger basketball from Learfield. Let's get a look at some of the first half stats brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming. Wisconsin 14 of 31 from the field at 45%, just 4 of 14 from the arc, but a big three-point hit at the horn from Max Klesman. 15 of 15 at the foul line. Butler's 42% for the field, 11 of 26. 3 of 13 from deep, 8 of 10 at the foul line. 14 buckets, 9 assists on those 14 buckets for the Badgers. Just 1 turnover, 7 dimes and 5 turnovers for the Butler Bulldogs. Steven Crowd, 13 points, 4 rebounds, leading the way for the Badgers. Pierre Brooks has 13. Patrick McCaffrey has 10 to pace the Bulldogs. Ho Chunk Gaming Madison and Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, proud casino partners of UW Athletics. Wisconsin 47, Butler 33. This is the halftime report brought to you by Culver's. The second half is next. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Let's ask their parents a lot of questions.
Why can't people fly?
Gravity.
Is the moon really made of cheese?
Yep, cream cheese.
When can I move into a big kid's car seat?
For some questions, parents may not have the answer, but that's okay. They can't know everything, but knowing the right seat for their age and size will help protect them in a car crash. Find out more at nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Where do babies come from?
Good luck, Dad. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
When might you be buzzed? When you suddenly love everything.
You guys! I love this song! I love these nachos. I love our kickball league! Ugh! I love this guy! What's your name? You know what I'd love? A ride when it's time to head out.
If you see a buzzed warning sign, call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I love your car. Is this real leather?
About ready for the second half. Wisconsin 47, Butler 33. We really mentioned Charlie getting the bigs going, Krause specifically. But he and Nolan doing a little work in this first half.
Yeah, more than a little. They're dominating in the paint. Right now, they're out of Wisconsin's 47. They have 22 of those points, 8 of their 16 rebounds. When you compare it to Butler's bigs, they have 4 points and 2 rebounds. So great job getting off the mark. You have to start with that same aggression because you cannot let a door open on a team like Butler who can fire away like they can.
A big-time start and a big-time finish to the first half of the Badgers. Wisconsin jumped to a 9-0 lead. Butler just kept creeping back, never could grab the lead, but had it at a one-possession game multiple times, and then Wisconsin went on that 10-point run at the end of the first half. Butler will have the first possession of half number 2. We'll be moving to our left as we are about set to resume play here at the Indy Classic at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, the home of the Indiana Pacers. Good to catch up with Chris Denari, longtime television voice of the Pacers. He had called Butler games for a number of years before that. We're up here in the perch, occupied by the great Mark Boyle, longtime radio voice of the Pacers. Good organization. Obviously, it's a pretty magical team. There's a little bit of attention now during the WNBA season. They had a fairly good rookie who played here.
Kind of, sort of.
Kind of, sort of. Yeah, Caitlin Clark. Yeah,
she's fun to watch.
Yeah, she's pretty good. She found the sport that works. Second half underway. Here's Bizjack starting the offense for Butler, throwing to Andre Screen, feeds McCaffrey high on the left. I'll throw the screen at the top, rotates to Pierre Brooks. He was a problem in the first half, leaning, shooting, hitting from the free throw line. Brooks with 15, 47-35, Wisconsin opening minute of the second half. Wisconsin moving to our right. Winter throwing to Tanjay, bounces to Krause. Stevie backing to the right block against screen, against single coverage. Stevie backing, turns, can't get free, throws it out to Nolan Winter, got away from McCaffrey. Winter in the paint. Throws it back out to Blackwell. He'll try a three. Back iron, no good. From left of the circle, Patrick McCaffrey, the rebound. Goes cross court for Bizjack, left of the circle. Around the screen, if you will. And Bizjack, runner with the right hand, no, but a foul. And Finley Bizjack will be shooting free throws. They get John Blackwell, and that is his third foul. Check that, his second foul. I thought that was his third, but they make the correction. That's 2 on him. So I think what happened was there was confusion with the way they had signaled it. They had called a foul. They were announcing it as Blackwell in the first half, but it was on Carter Gilmore instead. So you see the 2 and the 5, the digits, and then that sometimes you have to add that up to 7 and not call it 25. So that's notable. That's just 2 fouls on John Blackwell. And Finley Bizjack will go to the free throw line, the sophomore out of Trophy Club, Texas. He had a big game against Marquette last February. He scored 19 points against the Golden Eagles. He hits the first free throw here for his first point of the game.
Butler's done a really nice job coming and being aggressive, getting to their main scorers, getting to the hole.
Second free throw for Bizjack is good. And the lead down to 10 for Wisconsin. About a minute gone by second half. 47-37 Wisconsin. Nolan Winter throwing to Tanjay, catching on the right side. Looped it inside. Winter catches low on the right. Slam dunk. Winter slipping free, and the Badgers lead is 12.
Great two-man game. Way to read that and slip it and throw it high. You cannot leave it low for those guys.
Pierre Brooks against Tanjay, throwing to Andre Screen, top of the circle. Underhands it to Telfort, feeds Brooks, dribbles off the left wing, back out to Telfort. It's driving, right lane line, up in traffic, well short, pulled down by Nolan Winter. He's off the deflection, and here comes Blackwell to the front court, throwing to Winter. Feeds Crowell, turns it to Max Klesmit, slips it into Crowell, low on the left, takes it right, shot blocked inside by Screen. Good interior D by Andre Screen, and here comes Telfort, throwing to Brooks. Tap pass McCaffrey, tries a 3, right corner, and sticks it. Third 3 for Patrick McCaffrey, 49-40 Wisconsin. About 2 minutes gone by second half. Klesmit left wing, turns down the Winter screen, goes inside, throws it up, and it rolls off. No, but a foul on Bizjack inside, and Max Klesmit will go to the free throw line.
Again, Butler's giving up that baseline. Every time you give that up, I beat this at home with my 8-year-olds that I coach. You can't give up the baseline. The baseline destroys the entire defense.
Do they listen to you?
No, they don't. But that's okay. I'm very used to that.
Sound like Tauscher. Tauscher's helping out coaching youth football. Do they listen? No.
That's okay.
Just run around. It's
Something's being captured in there. I know it is.
First free throw for Max rattles through. He has 10 points now. 7 coming from the foul line. 50-40 Wisconsin with exactly 18 minutes remaining. Second free throw coming up for Max. A senior out of Neenah, Wisconsin, and he knocks them both down. The Badgers now 17 of 17 at the free throw line. 51-40 the Badgers. 2 minutes gone by second half. Jamil Telfort sets the floor here for Butler. A throw to Brooks high in the lefts. Back to Telfort, left wing. Nolan Winter defends. Telfort holds it off the right hip. Still holds. Puts it on the deck a couple of times. Above the three-point line. Loops it into screen. He's with Tanjay. Moving into screen. Getting some help now from the form of Stephen Crowd. Now to Telfort. 5 to shoot. Shovels it to Bizjack. Tries a 3 left side. Good. With the shot clock winding down. 51-43 Wisconsin. 2.5 minutes into the second half. Butler just not really interested in going away. Here's Blackwell, right of the circle. Dribbles into the lane. One pump, fade shot, sent back by Screen. Here comes Bizjack at a 2-on-1. Throwing to McCaffrey to the rim. Layup, no. Tipped up, no. Rebound comes down to Max Klesmit. Badgers dodging one there. Max up the left sideline to the front court. Whips it inside. Crowell will catch. Left of the lane. Whips it into Blackwell. Low on the right. Throws it up and in over Brooks. Blackwell had to muscle that one through some traffic. 10-point lead, Wisconsin.
I like that Crowell didn't force that. He was on a smaller guy, and that's an easy charge, typical call, and right over his shoulder to Blackwell on the cut.
16:45 remaining. 53-43 Wisconsin. Bizjack on the right side. Dribbles off the wing in the lane. They tried to get a pass in the screen. Deflected. Got there, and then Screen goes up and gets smacked. And he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
That's okay. I'll take those fouls.
Yeah.
You don't want to give up those easy buckets right now, especially because Butler's last 5-6 possessions has had a really nice rhythm on offense.
Stephen Crowell with his first foul of the day. Andre Screen at the free throw line. 0 of 1 in the first half. 2 points in the first half. And the big guy hits the first free throw. 6'1", 260-pounder. Gilmore is in. Blackwell takes a seat. Crowd taking a break as well. So you got McGee, Klesman, Tanjay, Gilmore, and Nolan Winter out there for Wisconsin. Second free throw coming up for Andre. Screen, too long, no good. Tanjay pulls down the rebound. 53-44 Wisconsin. 3.5 minutes gone by, second half. Tanjay outside left. A bounce into Winter. Telford trying to knock it away. Badgers keep it. Here's Gilmore, right of the circle. Hands off to McGee. Kamari, right of the lane. Back out to Gilmore. A flip for Winter. Toss it to Klesman, left side. 8 to shoot. Gilmore, right of the circle. Now to Tanjay. 5 to shoot. Tanjay will. 4-3. Back rim, no good. McCaffrey, the rebound. Up the middle comes McCaffrey for Butler. Fans are dribble to the right wing. Throwing to Brooks, high on the right. Brooks against Kamari McGee. Challenging match for Kamari. As Brooks goes inside now, screen will catch. Backs on Winter, right block, one pump, goes up, and that's off the mark. Good defense from Nolan Winter as the Badgers clear it. Klesman left side of the front court against McCaffrey, dribbles off the wing and throws it away, got caught up in the air and sailed one over the head of Kamari McGee and out of bounds. Just the second turnover today for Wisconsin. Now at the under-16 media timeout. Wisconsin basketball brought to you by Rail Transport, offering exceptional transportation services, truck driving jobs, CDL training, and so much more across Wisconsin. Learn more at rail.jobs. And by UW Health Sports Medicine, the healthcare team for the Badgers and proud sponsors of UW Athletics. 15:43 remaining. Wisconsin 53, Butler 44. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
This holiday season, fill your family's table with Jones Dairy Farm all-natural sausage, dry-aged bacon, naturally smoked ham, Canadian bacon, and Braunschweiger. I'm Philip Jones, CEO and 6th Generation Jones, and I know the importance of bringing generations together for the holidays, from little ones to not-so-little ones, and those in between. Everyone enjoys Jones products. Jones Dairy Farm, making the holidays better since 1889 and a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion, or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin fans, it's Matzo Matt for Brew Pub Lots of Matzo Pizza. Badger games are intense, high energy, and an experience like no other. Games like that need a high-quality, go-all 4 quarters frozen pizza, and you'll find that in a Brew Pub Lots of Matzo Pizza. Loaded with the best meat and veggie toppings, then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning Wisconsin mozzarella cheese. It's a top-tier pizza, proud to support a top-tier program. So the next time you're visiting your favorite local grocery store and you're in the frozen pizza section, look for the pizza loaded with cheese, a Brew Pub Lots of Matzo Pizza.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with Hank and Sam from the Ford crew. Today, a new shipment of inventory.
Hank, what's going on?
Another hauler full of new Ford trucks and SUVs, Sam.
So much SUV capability. Is that?
Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 47 years. And a big selection means...
Big savings?
Yep, which means...
It's the best time to buy.
Well done, Sam. And time for America to get holiday ready with Ford.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY Industry reported total sales.
Horsepower to amplify your willpower and capability to kickstart your courage. They're standard in built Ford, tough Ford trucks and adventure-ready Ford SUVs. Visit your Wisconsin Ford store today. 15:43 remaining here in Indianapolis. Wisconsin 53, Butler 44. Bulldogs on offense. Finley Bizjack picked up by Jack Janicki out between the arcs, and Janicki gets in too tight. He is called for the foul, his second. That's 3 on Wisconsin here in the second half. Telford sideline left, looking to inbound. Flips it into Bizjack as McGee picks him up. Bizjack high screen from McCaffrey, and then one from Kapke, who's in there for screen. Bizjack will use it, moving to his right. Cut off by Winter. A throw out to Brooks on the right wing. Brooks against Tanjay, dribbles off the wing and leans, now fades, flips, and hit the shot, and a foul. I think off the ball. Janicki was sent to the floor. They're going to count the basket, I believe, here from Brooks. And they do, and it's 53-46. And they get a foul.
Is that Kapke?
Against Butler. It is on Kapke, Bowden Kapke. That is should be his third as they get it sorted out. But the basket counts, and now Butler was showing that he's going to turn up the screws defensively with the press, and now backing off. 53-46, Wisconsin, 15-10 remaining. So the Bulldogs are right back into this thing. Janicki throwing to Winter, a flip for McGee on the left side. McGee, right-hand toss for Carter Gilmore. Back to Kamari. He'll try a three, left side. That's short, no good. And the rebound comes down to Jamil Telford of Butler. Telford to the front court. Scoops it to Brooks on the left side. Pierre Brooks for Kapke. Turns it to Patrick McCaffrey at the top of the circle. Whips it to Bizjack high on the right. They work along the perimeter to Brooks. Brooks high on the left. Gilmore defends, 10 to shoot, a three in the air. Kapke bricked it wide left. Rebound dug out by Jack Janicki of Wisconsin. 14:30 remaining, 53-46 Wisconsin. Badgers led by 14 at the half. Gilmore feeds McGee, left of the circle. A pass for Winter high on the right. He'll toss for Janicki. Dribbles off the right wing, slips it to Winter, low on the right. Pushed it up off the glass and rim, no good. And the rebound is tipped to Pierre Brooks.
You want those back so bad when they don't go in.
Here's Telford bobbing off the Kapke screen. Top of the circle, drives on Gilmore to the rim, and the layup is good. First points for Telford today, and it's 53-48 Wisconsin. 6 minutes gone by, second half. Here's Tanjay on the right side. Tanjay throwing to Winter. Good look at a three. Left of the circle. Back rim, no. Rebound, Bizjack of Butler. And neither team shooting well from the arc here. Wisconsin now just 4 of 18. Bizjack left of the circle. Bounces for Telford at the top. Telford right of the wheel. Gives off to McCaffrey. Shot clock at 10. McCaffrey right of the lane. And a whistle and a bump. Jeffrey Anderson on the call here. They're going to get Gilmore, I believe. That'll be his second. As we'll see Crow come in for Winter. Blackwell's going to come in for John Tanjay, and Max Klesmit will sub for Jack Janicki. The Badgers lead down to 5 with 13:28 remaining.
Butler's doing a really nice job of forcing Wisconsin to take quick shots in the offensive set. They're getting 1 or 2 passes and a shot versus Butler's working that clock.
Colby King is in for Bizjack. Inbounds pass Telford, right of the paint. Defended by Carter Gilmore. Telford faces up, throws it to McCaffrey for three, left of the circle, and that's too long, no good. Crowell the rebound for Wisconsin. He has 5 boards today. Here's McGee, left sideline of the front court for Wisconsin. Leads it for Stevie. Turns to Klesmit on the right side. Max throwing to Gilmore, left of the circle. Gilmore gives it up to McGee. A pass for Crowell, open for three, right of the circle, nailed it. Second three-point hit for Crowell, who now has 16 today. 56-48 Wisconsin.
There you go. A few more extra passes, good extra look. Kapke doesn't come out and rotate, and Crowell's going to hit that when he's not going to be defended.
12:45 to play. Telford trying to match it. Straightaway three, no good. Rebound going up high and strong is Kamari McGee. McGee up the right sideline, throwing to Crowell out high. Gives off to Klesmit. Max flips it out to Gilmore. Gilmore gives it up to Blackwell, dribbles off the left wing, now curls right lane line, retreats out to the wing. Shot clock at 13, lots of time. Crowell left of the circle, throws to McGee on the left side. Kamari flips it to Gilmore, fakes the three, now 5 to shoot. Kamari to the line, down the lane to the rim, high off the glass and in. McGee with a good take. 58-48, Wisconsin, 12:10 remaining.
And it wasn't just a blast down the middle. Great change of pace. Got the guy off balance a little bit, and he finished really high off the glass.
Here's Jamil Telford setting the floor here for the Butler Bulldogs. The Badgers have extended the lead back to 10. Kapke, top of the arc. Hands off to McCaffrey, left lane line, hangs in the air. A pass for Brooks on the right side. Flips to Telford, turns it to Colby King, left wing. Shot clock is at 6. King now to McCaffrey, open three, left of the circle, bangs off the rim, no good. Rebound tipped in the air, pulled down by Kamari McGee. Another dodge there for Wisconsin as McCaffrey was open. Klesmit bounces to Gilmore, off the right block. Gives off to Crowell. Turns the left side for Blackwell. Blackwell shovels it, Crowell on the reverse, left to right, layup good. Beautiful basketball again, beautifully executed.
Beautiful pick and roll, dump pass by Blackwell. Just beautiful basketball right now by Wisconsin.
And a timeout taken by Thad Matta. This will be a full timeout. U.S. Bank is a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. Together, there's nothing as powerful as the power of us. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. 11:19 remaining. Wisconsin 60, Butler 48. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Save big money on your bathroom remodel at Menards. Keep your bathroom feeling clean with Broen's Bathroom Exhaust Fan and Bacteria Removing Light. Its Surface Shield technology combined with Broen's powerful ventilation prevents the growth of bacteria, mold, and fungi within your bathroom. It installs easily and reduces air leakage by up to 50%. Get the Broen Bathroom Ceiling Fan and Bacteria Removing Light today for $149.99 at Menards. Sale price good through December 15th.
Season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Join the Wisconsin Department of Corrections and make a positive impact on lives across the state. Enjoy an excellent state benefits package and a nationally ranked pension program. The Wisconsin DOC is currently hiring registered nurses with a starting pay of $41 per hour to provide essential health care to those in our care. To learn more and to apply, go to wisc.jobs. That's WISC.jobs.
Why is life better with American Family Insurance? Because every policy comes with something very special. A trusted agent who's there to help protect your dreams by finding the right coverage at the right price. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Badger fans, the temperatures may be dropping, but the Big Ten action at the Kohl Center is just heating up. This winter, we've got an action-packed schedule of Badger men's and women's basketball and men's hockey games right here at home. Gather your friends and family, secure your seats, and create lasting memories with us at the Kohl Center. For the full Badger schedule and to purchase your tickets, visit uwbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS. That's uwbadgers.com or 1-800-GO-BADGERS.
The Wisconsin Department of Transportation reminds you to always drive sober. Zero in Wisconsin. Together we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. The Badgers have not trailed in this game. They've had double-digit leads. Butler's made runs. Back out to double-digit. Another run. Now it's double digits. 11:19 to play. Wisconsin 60, Butler 48.
Yeah, again, we said it earlier, but a Butler team coached by Thad Matta is not quitting in this game. So Wisconsin's doing a great job. They take those little bursts of a run by Butler, go right back to doing what they need to do, and they're doing it all in the right ways. They're putting on a clinic. 28 of their 60 points in the paint, 14 assists, 17 of 17 from the free throw line, and only 2 turnovers in that entire run. So it's just really fun to watch right now in Wisconsin. I love that they're taking each punch and then coming right back.
Stephen Crow, 18.6 rebounds. Meanwhile, Butler's Jamil Telford, who averages 17 a game, has but 2, but you figure he's going to be giving it a whirl here as we move forward in the second half. He has a ball right now outside left against Gilmore. Beats Landon Moore. He's with Klesmit between the circles. Moore will drift it to the left side. Bounces to Telford, left wing. Straddling the three-point line, 10 to shoot. Telford now just inside the arc, moving inside the left block, throwing to Moore. Tap pass King, tries a three, off the rim, no good. Rebound Gilmore of Wisconsin. 1 and out for Butler as Klesman brings it to the front court. Throws it back to Kamari McGee, out to Max. Good close by King as Klesman had to give it up. Crow hands off to Blackwell. Blackwell right of the circle, bounces to Crow. Stevie and Blackwell playing catch. Now they rotate it to Gilmore, a flip to McGee. McGee on the left side, 7 to shoot. Gilmore left of the lane, backing. Now a double from Telford, 4 to shoot, 3 to shoot. Crow feeds Blackwell, lines up a 3, left corner, bangs off the rim, no good. Andre Screen the rebound for Butler. 10:20 remaining, 60-48 Wisconsin. Pierre Brooks off the high screen, dribbles right lane line, throwing to King, swoops off the right wing, and a whistle. No, it takes the. Thought I heard a whistle the first time. It was the second time. Now Larry Serrato on the call in the lane. It looks like Kamari on the foul there. That will be his second at the under 12 media timeout. Let's take a break. 10 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in Indianapolis. Wisconsin 60, Butler 48. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Basketball fans, Mott's Matt for Brew Pub Lots of Matzo Pizza here. As much as our Badgers are a staple to our great state of Wisconsin, Brew Pub pizzas are a staple as the in-game meal of choice. Brew Pub pizzas are loaded with quality meat and veggie toppings, then bombarded with over half a pound of award-winning mozzarella cheese, made right here in Wisconsin. Each Brew Pub pizza is a swish of delish. So stop by your local grocer today and snag one and enjoy two of Wisconsin's favorite things, Badger basketball and Brew Pub pizzas. The ingredients for a great time.
Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison, home of the Big Win and Madison Casino Guru, is transforming guests into winners, making an ordinary day into a Big Win Days easy with a 95% average payout. And with over 140 daily jackpots, the number of people winning has never been bigger. So what are you waiting for? Escape to Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison for your next big win. Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison.
Hey, Badger fans, you want your family to be warm and comfortable during the brutal Wisconsin winters, right? That's why it's good to know the knowledgeable, friendly dealers at Bryan Heating and Cooling, who will do whatever it takes to keep your furnace running efficiently, no matter what the weather throws at you. Plus, score up to $2,600 in tax credits on qualifying Bryant systems, and ask about local rebates and financing for qualified buyers. Find your local dealer at Bryant.com. That's Bryant.com. Proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
With more than 1,300 slot machines and a 95% average payout, Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison is your hometown big win. Make your next night out a winning one at Ho-Chunk Gaming Madison. 10 minutes, 10 seconds remaining at Gainbridge Fieldhouse here in downtown Indianapolis. Wisconsin 60, Butler 48. Stephen Crow 18 points, 6 rebounds leading the way. Nolan Winter 11. Max Klesmit with 11. Pierre Brooks doing what he can for Butler. He has 17 points. Patrick McCaffrey with 13, going 3 out of 5 from the three-point line.
Very efficient for Wisconsin, what they're doing on the offensive end. And we were talking during the break, if Wisconsin continues to force Butler to play 30 seconds at a time on the defensive end, very soon you're going to see a Butler team who's going to be short on every single jump shot that they're taking out there. You can't play a full game against a caliber team like Wisconsin and then continue to play defense like that without your legs going.
Yeah.
Just no way.
It's a Butler team that has had some runs of its own here. We'll see if the Badgers can keep some distance between themselves and the Bulldogs, up by 12 right now.
I think one of the things you brought up is that Telford, with only 2 points, you can tell Wisconsin's really paying attention to him not having the ball, because they're leaving certain guys open when the ball's being rotated. So you can definitely tell they're trying to keep him out of this game.
Landon Moore will be inbounding. Baseline left. Puts it into screen, left block, a little twist around Crow and a flip up and in with the right hand. Screen with 5, 60-50 Wisconsin with 10 minutes remaining in the game. McGee getting around a little screen to the backcourt from Gilmore, and the Badgers start their offense. Blackwell, baseline left, probing, sends it back out to Crow, feeds Gilmore, a toss for Klesmit. Max high on the right. Passes off to Crow, left of the circle. Stevie pivots, a throw back to Gilmore at the top. Right hand toss to Blackwell, 5 to shoot. Blackwell in the lane against McCaffrey. Now fades in the lane, flips it, hits it. Blackwell with 6 in the lead, back up to 12 for the Badgers.
Good use of his body as he got into the lane.
He's got a knack for that. 62-50 Wisconsin, 9:25 remaining. Colby King, left hand hip high dribble. Takes it to the left wing against Kamari McGee, working around a hard screen. Left lane line goes into Andre, screen low on the left. Wanted to take it right, knocked away, but a foul is called. Stevie said, yep, I got him.
That looked like he got him with like his elbow and his bicep. He came straight down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Steve felt that one.
Yeah, usually in basketball, you have to have that painful look. You call foul on me? I said, no, I got him. It's all right, I got him. Andre Screen at the free throw line, where he is 1 out of 3 here today. And the first free throw is no good. Butler comes in 76.5% at the foul line. The Badgers came into the game 84%. Wisconsin is 17 of 17 at the foul line. The Bulldogs 11 of 15. Crowd comes out. Nolan Winter is back in there. There's one more free throw to come for Andre Screen. Officials getting everything in order. Jeffrey Anderson, John Gaffney, and Larry Serrato. Another Jeffrey Anderson game, so no doubt on social media. The high knees alert will be in effect if you, again, like Butch and I were talking, if you know what we're talking, if you know, you know, and if you don't, Google it, I guess. Second free throw is good. 62-51, Wisconsin with 9:08 remaining. Nobody brings those knees higher in college basketball officiating than Jeffrey Anderson. It's a thing. Here's McGee throwing to Gilmore, left of the circle. Gilmore, one dribble, pivots, gives off the Winter. Shot clock at 8. Klesmit looking to go to work. He'll try a 3, and that's an air ball that'll go out of bounds. It'll belong to Butler. 8:47 to play, 62-51. Wisconsin. Some guys you would worry about it if they throw up an air ball. Not Max. It's not his first rodeo. Just call it right now. He's going to make his next one. McCaffrey throwing to Moore out between the circles. Moore with a pass for Telford, left wing. Back out to Moore, top of the circle. Turns down the screen from McCaffrey. Puts it on the deck in the lane. Nice feed. Brooks low on the right. Goes up. Got fouled. And then Gilmore and Blackwell collide. Everybody's all right. I think they're going to get Gilly here. And that's 3 on Carter Gilmore. Free throws coming up for Pierre Brooks. He's had a good night, or good afternoon, I should say. 17 points. He had 26 and 7 against North Dakota State. In their win against Mississippi State out at the Arizona tip-off, he had 22 points and 9 boards. First free throw for the former Michigan State Spartan, and he left it short.
He's been quiet, though, the last probably 8 minutes of the second half here so far. As he's just not getting into a rhythm, and I don't know if they're not looking for him, but the guy that, drug you through the first half and kept it close, you got to get him the ball.
Missed the first free throw, second one on the way, and that will bounce in for him. Gilmore comes out, 5 of the floor. You got Tanjay, McGee, Blackwell, Klesmit, and Winter. 62-52 Wisconsin, 8:27 remaining. Nolan Winter out high, a pass for Blackwell on the right wing. He'll walk it to the top. Gives off to Klesmit, high on the left. Klesmit gives it a look, feeds Winter, a pass for Blackwell. Blackwell with 10 on the shot clock. Throwing to Tanjay, inside feed. Caught by Winter, low on the right, turns and scores. Just sealed off on Telford, and Nolan Winter has 13. 64-52 Wisconsin, 8 minutes to play. Telford at the top, hands off McCaffrey. Throws it back to Telford, turns it to Moore, baseline left, got around Blackwell in the lane, feeds Brooks, goes up, got fouled. Well, Butler's good at getting to the free throw line, and that's what the Bulldogs are trying to do right now as we have the under 8 media timeout. We'll take a break. 7 minutes, 52 seconds remaining. Wisconsin 64, Butler 52. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Hi, Mark and Sarah Tauscher here. We are teaming up with American Family Insurance for yet another season of giving.
Together, we're raising funds for American Family Children's Hospital Virtual Toy Drive. Every dollar goes towards purchasing therapeutic play supplies for pediatric patients.
This year, American Family Insurance is matching all donations up to $50,000. So help us support this critical program for children and their families.
Let's gift joy, lift spirits, and deliver happiness.
Learn more at amfamforkids.org.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion, or your first big lightning strike. There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Family's agents. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
I'm Sawyer, and I'm Shannon. Together, we're Twin Stunts, the only twin motorcycle freestyle show in the world. We are born and raised in Wisconsin, so we want all our fellow cheeseheads to know that even though we clutch it up, hit 12, and drift in our show, we would never do it on the open road. And there's another thing we would never do on the road. Drive drunk, drive sober, or get pulled over. Together, we can save lives. Learn more at zeroinwisconsin.gov. Wisconsin DOT.
Badger fans, the temperatures may be dropping, but the Big Ten action at the Kohl Center is just heating up. This winter, we've got an action-packed schedule of Badger men's and women's basketball and men's hockey games right here at home. Gather your friends and family, secure your seats, and create lasting memories with us at the Kohl Center. For the full Badger schedule and to purchase your tickets, visit uwbadgers.com or call 1-800-GO-BADGERS. That's uwbadgers.com or 1-800-GO-BADGERS.
7 minutes, 52 seconds remaining in this Indy Classic matchup between the Wisconsin Badgers and the Butler Bulldogs, with Greg Gard's Badgers leading 64-52. They got Kamari McGee for that foul going into the immediate timeout. Already 8 fouls against Wisconsin. Butler has committed just 2. Imagine the Badgers' ability to get to the free throw line. Butler's been really good at that as well, averaging nearly 25 attempts per game. The makes between the two teams about the same per game. Both are good at making more than the opponent's attempt.
Yeah, statistically, when you line this game up, I think that's probably why it was kind of like a 4-point potential spread for Wisconsin when they started the game. You hit it right on the head. Statistically, they're very well matched up. I think the advantage for Wisconsin is depth and strength inside. And
yes.
They've proven that tonight.
Nolan Winter, 13 points, 6 rebounds. We mentioned Stevie, 6 rebounds and 18 points. Pierre Brooks, he has 18 and 4 boards. He's at the line to shoot 2. He is 5 of 6 at the foul line today, make it 6 of 7 as he hits the first. 64-53 Wisconsin, 7 minutes and 52 seconds remaining. Second free throw for the 6'6", 240-pound senior. Bounces in for him, and the Badgers lead back to 10. Nolan Winter inbounding to Jack Janicki. A little backcourt resistance that they start to peel away from. Does Butler as Tanjay breaks the mid-stripe. A pass for Winter, throwing to Blackwell. A toss back to Tanjay between the arcs. Tanjay flips to Jack Janicki on the left side. Took a look, instead passes off to Winter at the top. Goes off to Tanjay, 10 to shoot. Tanjay feeding Blackwell. And he got bumped by Landon Moore. That's team foul number 3 on Butler and personal foul number 2 on Moore, the junior out of Bloomington, Illinois.
Right here for Wisconsin, you've got the opportunity. You've got basically like if you break it in 2 halves, so 7.5 left. You got a 4-minute game and a 3.5-minute game. You got to dominate at least one of those games to take it over.
Oh, they get a quick hitter. Janicki baseline left and flashing to the goal, John Blackwell, and that is easy money. 66-54, Wisconsin, 7:20 remaining. Telford at the top of the circle. Up it inside, a throw to Brooks on the right side, picked up by Tanjay. Brooks, contested 3 on the right side, good. Pierre Brooks, a triple, 66-57, Wisconsin, coming up on 7 minutes remaining.
Man, he is not going to go away.
Janicki throwing to Winter. Yeah, Brooks with 23 points here this afternoon. Tanjay outside right. Tried to get a hand off to Klesman. It's disrupted by King in the backcourt, and King out-hustled Max. Gets the loose ball low on the right, pushed it up. No, but a foul on Klesman. Oh, Badgers got a little lazy right there, and Colby King working hard. He'll go to the free throw line.
I wonder if Max thought it wasn't tipped, and if he touched it, it was, over back. Right?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
But still.
Because it's very un-Max-like. Colby King showing some good hustle there. He is 10 of 17 this year at the free throw line. He misses the first. One more coming. 66-57, Wisconsin, 6:45 remaining. King with 4 points. They came in the first half. The 6'2 junior out of Pompano Beach, Florida, hits the second free throw, and the Badgers lead down to 8. 66-58, Wisconsin. Brooks picking up Janicki in the backcourt. Jack had it, almost had his pocket picked, but gathers it, throws to Klesman, feeds Tanjay low on the left, and he'll flush it. A near turnover turns into a dunk.
Oh, so lucky. Good recovery.
68-58 Wisconsin, 6:25 remaining. Telford wiggles into the lane and rockets one off the glass right back. He passed it to himself. Gets it and puts it up and in. Not exactly how you draw it up, but he'll take it. 68-60 Wisconsin, 6:10 remaining. Klesman throwing to Tanjay. A flip for Nolan Winter. Gives off to Janicki. Out the Winter again of the pick and roll, and he gets fouled going to the cup. Landon Moore with his third. Nolan Winter to the free throw line.
With it getting a little out of control, this is where the more experienced Wisconsin team has to just get back into your rhythms.
Get back into that pick and roll game. Nolan Winter at the free throw line. Winter 81% at the foul line this season. His first attempt today is good. Now Kamari McGee will come in to replace Janicki. 14 now for Nolan Winter. 9-point lead for the Badgers, 6:04 remaining. Second free throw for the sophomore is good. And Wisconsin remains perfect at the foul line, 70-60 Wisconsin. Coming up with the final 6 minutes to play here in Indianapolis. Badgers now 19 of 19 at the foul line. Telford, top of the circle, hands off to McCaffrey. Left of the lane. Nolan Winter defending. McCaffrey drifting above the three-point arc. Gives off to Telford at the top. A hand off to Pierre Brooks. Muscling, Klesman goes down, nothing called. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Kamari McGee for Wisconsin. And now Kamari up the floor for the Badgers. 5:38 to play, 70-60 Wisconsin. Winter throwing to Blackwell on the left side. Blackwell a toss out to Tanjay. Tanjay holding. A toss for Klesman high on the right. Klesman with the shot clock at 10, throws to Winter. At the top, feeds Tanjay. Long three, straight on. Left it short. Telford the rebound for Butler. And here comes Telford up the middle to the line. Down the lane, low on the left. Throws it up, no good. Rebound, back tap, McCaffrey to the line. McCaffrey tosses out to King. Sidesteps left, three in the air, right wing is good for Colby King. His first three today in the lead. Down to 7 for Wisconsin. 70-63 the Badgers. With 4 minutes and 55 seconds to play. Butler fans starting to stir it up here at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Tanjay outside right. Surveys the Butler defense. Now it's Winter throwing to Klesman on the left side. Max left of the circle. Bounces Winter low on the left. Turns and scores. Again they go inside. 9-point lead Wisconsin with 4.5 minutes to play.
Butler switching everything out, so it's leaving the backside open. Good job by Winters to go right to the block.
72-63 Wisconsin, 4:25 remaining. Telford top of the circle. Gives it up to Landon Moore off the left wing, behind the back dribble. Spins in the lane, up right hand, back rim and in for Landon Moore. And a timeout taken by Thad Mata as the Bulldogs back to within 7. And this will be a full timeout. We'll take a break. 4 minutes and 14 seconds remaining. Wisconsin 72, Butler 65. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
Need reliable waste and recycling services? Choose LRS. Driven by service and dedicated to sustainability. We're your partner in efficient waste management. Need more? We also offer convenient dumpster rentals and clean portable restrooms for any event or project. Trust LRS for all your waste needs. Visit lrsrecycles.com to sign up for service. That's lrsrecycles.com.
Hey Badger fans, Tony Drake with Drake & Associates, proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics. How do you prepare for the big game? You strategize, right? Well, retirement is your ultimate big game. And without a solid plan, it's like stepping onto the court without practice. But here's the game changer. Claim your retirement-ready toolkit for free from Drake & Associates. Just text Bucky to 262-600-2782. That's Bucky to 262-600-2782. Our retirement-ready roadmap is your playbook for financial success. Let's slam dunk your retirement goals together, because at Drake & Associates, we're your winning strategy for a financial game plan.
Drake & Associates is an independent investment advisory firm that offers different investment vehicles. All insurance products are backed by the issuing insurance company. This commercial is provided for informational purposes only.
Time to make today's Old Dominion Best of the Game, brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best of the game and is proud to be the official freight carrier of Wisconsin Athletics. So, Charlie, we talked about one of the storylines getting Stephen Crow going. They wasted no time getting him involved. And talk about being efficient here. 17 minutes, 18.6 rebounds. That's good work.
That's really good work. And you could argue either he or Winter, but for the time on the court and the same production, it's got to go. Player of the game has got to go to Stephen Crowden.
Yeah, you're right. Nolan Winters played some more minutes, 25 minutes, 17.6 rebounds. So they're getting a lot of work done at the rim. Crowd's hit a couple of threes. Nolan has hit one, but they're getting a lot of work right at the bucket. They're going to need that here. We have 4 minutes and change here left in the game. It's 72-65. Wisconsin leading the Butler Bulldogs.
And right here, you can't settle. With 4 minutes left, Butler's got a little bit of momentum. They're outscoring you right now by 7 points here in the second half. You've got to take it to the hole. You're down on the foul point side. You can't give them easy buckets. You can't let them get chippy stuff, right? Because that's how they're going to just pull this down and make this really tight. So Wisconsin's just got to be really mindful of the small stuff.
It's going to be a little bit of a delay here because they've got a problem with the game clock. There should be 4:14 left in the game. All of a sudden, the clock started rolling.
Ooh.
And now it got down to like 3:46, and Jeffrey Anderson is on it, and scores table is on it. So they reset it to the proper time, 4:14 to play. 7-point lead, Wisconsin. Badgers inbounding. Butler showing full court pressure. Tanjay shuffles left. Shuffles, gets it into Kamari McGee. Looking to trap McGee with King and McCaffrey. Kamari splits the double team. Good strong work from McGee to the front court. Right of the lane is Kamari. Fans out to the wing, and the Badgers go into the offense. 4 minutes to play. 7-point lead, Wisconsin. Tanjay outside left. Tanjay with 9 points today. Winter, a throw to Blackwell. Blackwell tosses to Tanjay at the top. Shot clock is at 6. Tanjay off the left wing, barreling in on Bizjack, pushed it up, no good. Rebound, Patrick McCaffrey. On the run, gives off the Moore. Almost an extra step there from McCaffrey, but Butler now will go into its offense with 3:35 to play. Moore left elbow, throwing to Telford, trying to drive baseline and dribbled it off his leg and out of bounds. Turnover number 6 today for Butler. 3:32 remaining, 72-65 Wisconsin. Tanjay against pressure. Gets it into John Blackwell. McCaffrey is on him, and now Butler retreats off the press as Blackwell will bring it up. Met at the mid-stripe by Moore. Blackwell to the front court. Throwing to Winter. Turns to Tanjay high on the left. Flips to McGee on the left wing. Kamari goes into Tanjay low on the left to the rim. Goes up, missed, but a foul. And John Tanjay goes to the free throw line with 3:16 remaining.
Beautiful. Beautiful execution. Even though it wasn't a typical pick-and-roll action, it was great fake by McGee in order to let Tanjay go right to the hole. I love that action.
John Tanjay, 9 points today. Just 2 of 8 from the field, but 5 of 5 at the free throw line. First attempt for Tanjay is good.
Well, he's not going to get good looks the rest of the season.
No.
He's been scouted. They know what he can do. So him doing the little things, those backdoor cuts, getting opportunities at the rim, that's where he's going to have to wear people out.
And he's at the top of the scouting report now, right?
Yes.
Whatever secret there was on John Tanjay, that secret is out. Second free throw good. Badgers continue to pitch a perfect game at the foul line. Tanjay will come out. Carter Gilmore is in. 74-65 Wisconsin. 3 minutes, 16 seconds to play. Wisconsin 21 of 21 at the foul line.
When you have such an even score, you got 4 guys in double digits for Wisconsin, then Tanjay is going to be probably less of a conversation.
Telford, top of the circle. He'll fire a 3 over Blackwell off the rim. No good. Rebound, Max Klesman for Wisconsin. 9-point lead for the Badgers with 2 minutes and 53 seconds remaining. Butler has 1 timeout available. Greg Gard has 3. Wisconsin has the possession arrow. Winter throwing to McGee on the left side. McGee, a toss for Gilmore. He'll try a 3 right of the circle, and he nails it. Carter Gilmore for 3, and the lead is 12 for the Badgers. 2.5 minutes remaining. Moore at the top. Hands off to Patrick McCaffrey, and then a foul is called as Klesman trying to work over that is called for that foul. That is his second, the team's 10th. So the Bulldogs in the double bonus, and Patrick McCaffrey will go to the free throw line.
As much shoving and pushing as there is for a guy to cut and to overblow a screen, that's a chippy call.
Yeah, it is. First free throw, Patrick McCaffrey is good. He has 14 here today. 77-66 Wisconsin with 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Second free throw for McCaffrey is airborne. Short rebound, Nolan Winter. And here comes Wisconsin up 11 with 2:25 to play. McGee throwing to Nolan Winter. He'll feed Klesman high on the left. Klesman out to Carter Gilmore between the circles. Gilmore throwing to Winter high on the left. Winter now to Klesman against Telfort with 9 to shoot. Max going inside to the left block. Kicks it back out to Gilmore. 5 to shoot. Max will for 3. Back rim no good. Rebound McCaffrey of Butler. They burn some time. 2 minutes to play. Badgers up 11. McCaffrey right of the paint. Push it up over Blackwell. Missed with a foul on Blackwell. And Patrick McCaffrey will go back to the free throw line. That'll be the third personal on Blackwell. Clock stops a minute 54 to play. 77-66 Wisconsin.
I'm going to go back to the comment of Wisconsin on those late game situations. Go to the hole. Make them foul you. At least you're going to get an opportunity at the line, which you're shooting 100% tonight.
Yeah. First free throw, Patrick McCaffrey is good. John Tanjay will come back in for the Badgers for Carter Gilmore. 10-point lead, Wisconsin, 1:54 remaining. Second free throw coming up for McCaffrey. On the way, and it's good. 77-68 Wisconsin. Colby King will check in for the Bulldogs, replacing Landon Moore. 9-point lead for Greg Gard's Badgers, a minute 54 to play. Tanjay shuffles left. McCaffrey in his grill. Inbounds pass Winter. Throws it back to Tanjay. Loops it to Kamari McGee. To the front court, throwing cross court right to left for Blackwell. He'll leave it for Klesman, who in turn gets it back to Blackwell. Quick pass, Tanjay. Goes to McGee. Shot clock 15, a minute 40 on the game clock. Klesman high on the left. Now Tanjay up top. Tanjay kills the dribble. Scoops it to Blackwell. 7 to shoot. Blackwell drives off the wing to the cup and the layup. No, he missed it. He missed the layup as King gets the rebound. Racing up the floor up the middle. Bounces to Brooks. Tries a 3 left side. Bangs off the rim. No good. Tipped up. No. Bodies on the floor. Telfort and Winter both go down. The foul is called. And this will go against Wisconsin. They get John Blackwell. That is his 4th with a minute 21 remaining. 77-68 Wisconsin. And Jamil Telfort to the free throw line.
Good job by Wisconsin to use all that clock. Get to the rim. Got to make those bad boys.
Telfort with just 4 points today. 2 of 9 from the field. This is his first free throw attempt this afternoon. It's a 2-shot foul, and he is short with the first. So Butler 19 of 27 at the foul line as opposed to Wisconsin's 21 out of 21. 77-68 the Badgers, a minute 21 remaining. Second free throw for Jamil Telfort. Airborne, good. 77-69 Wisconsin. Landon Moore will come in for Pierre Brooks.
They're bringing in that smaller lineup.
Press back on. Tanjay will throw it inbounds to Blackwell, trying to trap him, and dribbling out of it is Blackwell, throwing to McGee. McGee slaloms to the middle, leaves it for Klesman, throws to Blackwell. They break the mid-stripe with 2 seconds to spare. 1:10 to play. Badgers up by 8. Winter out between the arcs. A throw to McGee on the right side. We're down to 1 minute remaining. Tanjay gives to Klesman, 7 on the shot clock. Max for 3, left of the circle, short, rebound, Winter to the rim. Slam dunk, Nolan Winter. 10-point lead, Wisconsin. We're down to 50 seconds remaining. Bizjack throwing to Telfort, left corner. It's a Bizjack screen, tries a 3, rattles in for Telfort. 79-72 Wisconsin, 43.2 seconds remaining. Tanjay inbounds to McGee. Got by Bizjack, and then Bizjack reaching out and grabbing Kamari. The foul is called. They had the one to give there. That's his second, and it should be team foul number 6 on Butler.
Yep.
41 seconds remaining, 79-72, Wisconsin.
I love the crash by Winter off that shot from Klesmet, knowing that they've been short on their last several attempts from that distance.
Blackwell throws backcourt for Nolan Winter, and he gets fouled by Telfort. And with that, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. 10 for an ID. This is Badger basketball from Learfield. Here, Brooks checking back in. The foul on Telfort, his third. 39.3 seconds remaining. 79-72 Wisconsin. 1-1 for Winter, and he hits the front end.
Good job by Wisconsin here to break the rhythm. 3-game streak of not being able to do the things you want to do and come in tonight, be aggressive inside, get the shots that you want.
And finally a miss at the foul line from Winter. Made the first, missed the second. Here's a drive by King to the rim. Goes up and he gets fouled with 32.3 seconds to play. 80-72 Wisconsin. So the Badgers made their first 22 free throws, and then Winter missed the second. And then at the other end, Colby King gets fouled by Kamari McGee.
I just love the energy of both of these teams. You know, for Butler to be able to take as many punches as they have and to continue to come back and play aggressive.
Yes.
Just love it. They're going to be deep late, I bet, in the NCAA later in the season.
King misses the first free throw as it just rolled off the rim. One more coming for Colby King, and that is good. And Nolan Winter with a career-high day. 20 points for him this afternoon. Tanjay inbounding against pressure to Max Klesmet. Trying to trap him, and he will take the timeout with 29.5 seconds remaining. 80-73, Wisconsin leading Butler. Badgers had 3 timeouts, so they burned one of them. 2 remain. Thad Matta has 1 available. We'll keep it here with 29.5 seconds to play. 80-73, Wisconsin. By the way, that high for Nolan Winter topped his previous high, which was Tuesday night at Illinois.
Pretty nice.
Yeah.
Pretty nice turnaround.
Had a pretty good week.
Yeah. Yeah, when you can almost double it up, do a double-double in a night, no matter what, especially in the Big Ten, it's pretty impressive. But just overall, Wisconsin really well spread out. You got 4 guys in double digits. You got 2 other guys close with Blackwell and Gilmore almost in the double. So when you got a team scoring like that and playing defense like they are, rebounding like they are, I mean, 30 rebounds. I mean, they didn't give up the glass. Just all the things that we were talking about. They did all the little things today.
They are. Just 3 turnovers. Now, Butler is not a team that turns you over a lot. That's not a big part of how it plays, but still, 3 turnovers.
That's impressive.
That's really good.
Yeah. You didn't kill yourself tonight.
And they're going to try to keep it that way as Butler will continue to put on the full court press. Badgers up 7, 29.5 seconds remaining. Klesmet looking, and the long pass for Nolan Winter, and he made the catch, and right in front of the Wisconsin bench, a timeout taken, which was good because Winter had momentum that was going to take him out of bounds. Thad Matta might want to, he's asking for a review there. I think Winter had his feet in bounds there on the catch. 28.3 seconds to play, 80-73 Wisconsin, but the officials now over at the scores table, and they're going to take a peek there at the monitor, I believe.
That looked like a great football catch. I mean, over the shoulder, 2 feet down, kind of drug the toes as he came through. Oh, yeah. They're saying he's out of bounds.
Yeah, no, that's what Thad Matta was campaigning for. And it looked like both feet were in bounds there. Kind of tough to get.
Here we go.
Get a little better angle.
Can't tell. Looks like he's in, though.
Yeah, I think he's in.
We'll go with he's in.
Yep, it will be Wisconsin ball. So Nolan Winter, wide receiver, keeping the puppies in bounds there on the catch. So no doubt he'll be bragging that up on the flight back to Madison. Like 20 points, forget that. How about my catch?
He's going to try out. Tight end now, right? Just keep those toes in there. I don't think he's big enough for tight end.
Look at that long, lanky, wide receiver.
Yeah.
Just throw it up.
That'd be something to watch.
Fade route extravaganza. Tanjay, sideline left, inbounds to Blackwell. He gets fouled right away. He'll go to the free throw line. Badgers in the bonus with 27.2 seconds to play. Landon Moore with his 4th foul. Team's 8th. Pierre Brooks will come in for more. 27.2 seconds remaining. 80-73. Wisconsin leading Butler. Blackwell with 8 points today. His first free throw attempt this afternoon. Wisconsin 22 out of 23 at the foul line. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good.
Sometimes people grumble when they start to see these fouls, late game clock situations. What they're not understanding is that they're doing these to help their team prepare for those close situations which they're going to need these skills.
Yep, no doubt. And Blackwell hits both free throws, so another Badger in double figures. Gilmore in for Winter, 82-73 Wisconsin with 27 seconds remaining. Colby King letting it roll, now picks it up at half court. McGee defending. King now driving right lane line to the cup and throws it up. No good, and the rebound to Kamari McGee. That was a good job of shot altering there by John Tanjay inside. And now McGee gets fouled by Bizjack with 14.4 seconds to play, and the Badgers on the verge of an exhale, ready to snap this losing streak and have a happy flight home.
Really well done. Perfectly executed game by Wisconsin. No turn, or very low on the turnover game. Patience on the offensive end and focus on your bigs. Stephen Crowell and Winter tonight to come out with 18 and 20. And that's a big production out of your big boys.
Boy, it sure is. First free throw is good for Kamari McGee. 6 points for McGee this afternoon. 83-73 Wisconsin with 14.4 seconds to play. One more for Kamari. On the way and around the rim and out it goes. Colby King the rebound. Down to 12 seconds to play. 10-point lead Wisconsin. King driving and a bump, and McGee is called for the block, and that'll wrap it up for Kamari McGee. Trying to get that charge. As we said, that's very hard to get in today's basketball. He picks up the foul. He DQs with 8.9 seconds remaining. 6 points today for Kamari McGee, and Jack Janicki will come in for him. So Colby King at the foul line.
Even though statistically, we got a guy that with 6 points and 3 rebounds, it's the assists, it's the spacing, it's the defense that people don't see. He's grabbing really crucial rebounds. He's one of those guys that grinds.
First free throw is good for King. He has 10 points today. Second one coming up on the way, and that's off the rim and out. No good. Tanjay the rebound. He can dribble out the clock. Down to 4 seconds to play, and the Badgers will get the win here in Indianapolis. It's over at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. The Badgers never trailed, scored the first 9 points of the game. Butler had run after run, but the Badgers had answer after answer. And it's a happy flight home for Greg Gard's team as Wisconsin wins by 9.
Absolutely. Great relief when you can snap those 3-game, 4-game kind of skids. And just a beautiful job executing by Wisconsin tonight.
Final score, Wisconsin 83, Butler 74. We're back with the Wisconsin Ford Dealers postgame show in 2 minutes. This is Badger basketball from Learfield.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different.